All right, let us party. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you fine nerds doing on a fine Sunday eve? I have, in a rare show of form, I've been playing a lot of video games today, so it feels nice to kind of close it out with some painting. Let me say hello to everyone. Hello, Nobody. Congratulations on your first. Hello, Bort. Hello, Steve. Hello, Chieftain. Hello, Sasha. How are you nerds doing? Oh, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And hello, Belnery. Yeah, let me hydrate and stretch. Also, I need to do a quick test. YouTube's chat, are you working? Yay, there we go. The kaboom is on a different layer. Hello, Ars, how you doing? Don't worry, here, I can do a quick kaboom. All right, let's zoom out now. How are you nerds doing today? I have, listen, I know all of you will generally stick through. Oh, happy birthday! Fuck yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! You mind if I ask if how old are you? Are you a hag yet? Are you in the hag club, if you will? But yeah, hopefully your birthday is doing good. Hopefully you've had a good birthday. 34. Yo, let's go. I am going to be 34 in a couple of months actually, around August. So I got like half a year. Still probably going to come up quicker than I would like to imagine. Well, yeah, don't worry. You're in good company. This is hags and friends hags are definitely in all my streams. But yeah, today what we are doing is I've had this little dude sitting on my ostensibly I have a like a hey, I should probably do some of these models desk. Not desk, it's a shelving unit. My house is just mostly shelving. I basically self-imposed wear in a I basically live in a warehouse of my own design. Like sometimes like I've kind of had like, boy, if I ever did one of those funky isekai things and I could start again, I'd just be just like a fucking shopkeeper because I'm basically slowly morphing my living space into that now. It's bed and birthday stuff. Oh, fuck yeah, fuck yeah. So that means maybe I got the first chance to say happy birthday to you. But even if it wasn't the first, I'm still glad to say happy birthday. Hell yeah, though. Hopefully your birthday is going good. I have oh yeah, I'm about to say something. I'm about to ruin everyone's goodwill. Um so there's a friend of mine I've known for many years, and every now and then, like we'll get together and play video games when the times align. And he's like, "How have you played Warframe in a while?" And I was like, "Oh, oh no." He's like, "I've been looking at Warframe lately, and it seems like a lot of fun, and a lot of stuff has been added since we last played." So, in the spirit of friendship, I played Warframe today. In the first time in like quite a while. So much has happened that I don't know what's going on. I don't it's not gonna be a regular thing. Like, if I play, it will literally just be with that friend of mine. Like, I don't got the time to do, I used to do, like that was my shit, where I would just do, like, the grind, like, after work or school or whatever, but no, not now, don't worry. That's around the bottom of the base, he's kinda, like, wobbly, and I don't know if it's just my table being loose or not. Yeah, we're adding some texture to the bottom. So I'll be fine, though. Oh, Fagoth, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you've been getting a lot. You saw the little Penyo hype emote. I'm very happy for that one. That was a very good emote. Drawn by Gumby Worm herself, Echo. There we go. Got that done. What else? Buddy? This guy's been in that like state where it's like I legitimately don't know. Like it's like what do you need? I'm just looking at shit where it's like okay, the wings got a little overpainted. I'm doing good. I played a little bit of Warframe and surprisingly had fun. I've also been oh, oh, that dinner sounds delicious. Oh my god, that dinner is making me, like, ravenous right now. I just ate not that long ago, but I would eat all over again just for that meal. Grab a brush. I grab, like, a good brush. But, I've also been so this is a bit of a spoiler, which I've kind of basically confirmed it earlier, so it's not like this is gonna be super news. Um I will be playing on Tuesday the new Warhammer expansion thingy for tell how I said hi, but I'm asleep. Okay. Well, hello, Egg. How you doing? How you doing? And then somewhere out there is Blue Rats having a fucking snooze. I will say hi to them as well. Oh yeah, yeah. I did. This is a long time ago. I was like, hello there. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I Basically, I painted this with like a dry brush eons ago, and I still generally like how that looks. But there's like a couple of little bits where it's like, oh, I was little overly greedy with some dry brush stuff, which is fine. Growing out of the groin. It's one of those mutations that I'm sure it exists. I cannot think of anyone off the top of my head that's like wing out, dick out for chaos. That's probably a thing where like if you made your own, I think it would like nobody would probably bat an eye. All right, give me the music deets. Give me the music deets. But yeah, this guy's been sitting on this little isolated shelf for a while. Be like, how pay to me, and I think it's legitimately been like over a year since I put him on stream. Messy about the bad boys. What you let's see what? How if you break the law? Okay, okay. That makes sense. It took me a while to connect the dots for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why. But also too. Oh yeah, I was about to say. So because of the Warhammer Power Wash Sim, Power Wash Sim apparently has like a whole fucking upgrade system where you get like better pressure washers and whatever. So I'm like, okay, I've been trying to play off stream through like the boring, like not boring no non Warhammer stages, but it's like I'm cleaning a house and not a dreadnought, so I can at least unlock the tier 3 squirty attachment thingy. So that ways I can blast real good. And it's been fun, but some of these have been getting like, oh god, I forgot the base is wet. That's not ideal. That's all right. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm getting basing material directly on my fingers like a fool. I gotta be real careful about what I can grab. Let's see. Yeah, I got like this guy's basically was just like has like a bunch of little bits that kind of need some TLC. Then I need to give him a dry brush and everything. Oh yeah, yeah. I also want to show everybody. So they're not ready for camera yet because I ran out of sealant. So the entire unit's not done. If I can find a good. Hey, do you all remember when I was working on the old world like conversion for my Warriors of Chaos? Check it out. Check out how good they look. This is after an oil wash, and I purposely put it on a bit thick. But I think it turned out really, really nice. I got basically 7 of these are ready to go. 7 more of them got 1 spray pass, and they need another. And then I got 6 just kicking around, waiting for me to get some more stuff in general. I'm very happy the way they turned out. They turned out real good, real fucking bananas good. God, some of the angles on this are gonna be annoying. God, yeah, yeah. This is definitely I could tell like one of my earlier days when I would just have like little missing bits, and it's just like, oh no, why? Why is it like this? Also, yeah, today's another Neil Ciceriga day because it's like I don't know, it's one of them. It's one of them. So yeah, I've been in a rare turn of form. I've basically been playing video games most of the time I've been up today, outside of like I didn't even really do any like general life maintenance things. Usually, I'm like, I didn't do as much video games as I would have liked because I was busy doing things. Hello, Asma. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. You really can't. No, Neil Ciceriga is one of the goats, greatest of all time. It's one of those things where it's like every now and then I'll say to somebody who has no idea what like when like it's like, oh yeah, this thing is totally goat or goated, and they'll be like, what the fuck are you talking about, Hal? What level of audio fuckery? Hold on. Let me double check. Let me double check some real quick. For some reason, he isolated. Wait, what the fuck? Why is my? I'm talking on. Oh, I think it still has the audio chain. Oh, okay. No, it doesn't have that on there. Weird. It shouldn't. It shouldn't anyway. Here, let me try some real quick. Let me just delete this mic chaining filter entirely. You hear no music. All right, I'm something. Yeah, something weird in audio fuckery is I have deceased. I am gone. Hmm. Weird. Okay, okay. I think this fixes it. Okay, we're good. We're good. There was some audio fuckery going on. There we go. Also, Angelic Rosalie, welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Don't worry, music is back. Here, I'll start it from the beginning. I'll start from the beginning. I don't know what the fuck happened with the music. Weird. I was hearing it on my end, and I was like, okay, this is good. Ah, okay, 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 okay. So there was some fuckery. I think I was just trying to select an audio channel that didn't exist or some dumb shit like that. But we back. The tunes are back. There we go. I feel Neil Cicerega. Yeah. Also, thank you for letting me know about the audio issues. Once again, as a funny VTuber man on the internet, I cannot stress enough that letting me know my audio's fucked is very important. How you doing, Rosaline? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm painting a big flappy lad, biggest flappy lad. Actually, doesn't have as many just like ish. I thought there was gonna be more issues where like some of the skin stuff just did not get a little bit of a painting. That's not too bad. Live return. So basically, I have a very intricate setup on my layers. I'm using that thing where you can do nested trees and scenes within scenes, which looks really complicated, but it's kind of nice because it means I can reuse a lot of components. It does mean though that sometimes if I want to fuck around to another layer, I have to go into studio mode, or just disappear into the void as one does. All right, we got music back though. We got music back. Make that a little louder, probably for y'all a little bit. There we go. I need to go back and fuck with audio ducking as well. Hmm. Honestly, what I'm really due for is, I gotta I think usually on Mondays, I play EDH with the bros, and I'm gonna probably tomorrow, I'm gonna be like, I gotta take today off. I got a bunch of stuff I gotta do. Also, I still gotta do my taxes. Yay, taxes. That's gonna be fun, question mark. That's gonna be a grand old time. I'm not thrilled for tax day, everybody. I'm not thrilled for tax day. Tax day has not been kind to this elf for the past couple of years. The good old Uncle Sam does not like elves having fun on the internet. Not without painful money bullshit. But I just gotta fill that shit out and then I can do that and fuck around with Sammy a bit more. I want to do that because I want to do my brain has been activating. I've been doing like neurons activating, doing a brainstorming thing. Um Also, I remember for some reason the other day I was talking with someone, and then there was a misconception about me and thigh highs, and that was apparently a very neuron activating phrase. That was fun. That's been sticking in my head. Uh, but I've been thinking about ways to like handle like okay, like somebody joins the game, they get randomly assigned a team effectively, and that team would just pilot one player, and I can kind of do it. Maybe I've been thinking about like, you guys kinda know the idea of, like I haven't played a lot of Disco Elysium, but I have a general idea of, like, how there's, like, different voices in your head that are, like, very specific, like, moods. Like, there's effectively ways that, like, when you, call upon them, you interact with your environment in a very specific way. Like, one of them might be more violence, one of them might be more kinda intellectual, one of them is just kinda just, like, party boy nonsense, whatever. I was thinking about maybe an approach like that would be good for people who are like would like to play a game, one of the chat games with Hal, but maybe instead of relying directly on like you need to be able to do all that stuff, maybe you just like dictate the mood, like how the character would operate that way, and you could still kind of you could still like it would basically let you influence stuff while still kind of letting you kind of keep a passive kind of audience level participation. It's that balance that I go back and forth on that I'm still striving. I'm still striving for like the best way to handle that. But it's like the problem is that Sammy is just like a whole bunch of bullshit I still gotta learn, prepare for. But I'm excited though. Like I said, 2024 has been a very good year for busting out like my stagnation funk. I don't think I've been doing good on like the like not feel like I've not really kind of reached like the kind of Minhera overload a lot of my peers have been reaching, but I definitely do feel like I've been playing it like very, very safe and not playing to my strengths lately. But 2024 has been a good way to kind of bust out of that. Also, we're almost done with February. What the fresh country fuck is that? I feel like this year just fucking started. That's a help buttonator. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? Let me get a little bit into this fur and then you up on that hydrate. There we go. How you doing though? How you doing? I'm painting the lad. Ah. All right, stretch is good. Let me get some drink. I got some of my gamer sups peach in my body. It's been doing well. That wasn't like a direct shill thing, but like I do be having that gamer Kool-Aid. Little Chuba group, another kick. It sounds like it because like there's just been a lot going on. There's like a lot of corporations, like even newer ones hiring new people. A lot of people are taking steps to kind of break out of their shells a bit more. It's been nice. It's been nice. I'm glad you like the lad. This is done by me circa like while ago actually. Oh, son, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I want to do. I do all the little. Also, hello, living. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I should wave more. Waving's fun. Yay, waving like a cream. Oh, there we go. Tan Earth. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. I'm doing good. I've been doing good. I've been enjoying Power Wash Simulator in preparation for Tuesday. Oh, that's been fun. Yeah, also a lot of them have been retiring too. Yeah, and like I'm glad. I don't know if the rumor about Grimmy going somewhere and then not was a thing. Maybe she dodged a bullet. I'm glad she's back though, because I do every now and then when I can catch Grimmy streams, I find them really peaceful and relaxing. And then yeah, Soya has graduated. Which I don't know. It's one of those things too. When you're a VTuber, it's like if somebody quits. Now, sometimes they could be quitting for just like I've had a good run. I've done this for a while. I would like to pursue other activities in life. But with VTubing as well, some of it is like, did they join? Did they join a big group? And like, I think Soya, if people do not know her, she's now retired, potentially retired. Yet you don't know. But she was like European, which made me catching her streams very, very awkward. Um, as a Burgerlander. But she's also got good with violin, and she's done some really creative stream asset stuff before in the past. So like, if she does go somewhere, I think she'll be a good. I think she'll be a good fit if she does. And if she's just does it and she's just actually retiring, more power to her. It's hard to tell though. It's hard to tell. There's no way to know. There's no way to know of exactly what is happening for somebody. 'Cause some people do just get tired and they quit, and sometimes it's cope. I'll jump literally every day, several times a day. I would believe it. It was for a while. Mbop was like a pretty big like mall song, especially. I remember like growing up, like it was way past the time when it was like a radio hit. But I think it's one of those like it's like a generally safe song that you could play, like I said, at a mall. Like it doesn't like no one like is gonna get like upset about Mbop. It eventually just kind of blends in on itself, so you don't have to really think too much about it. So it's a good song for stores. Enjoying your paint. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell. Best of luck on the Pathfinder, by the way. Best of luck for that. Also, everybody who came to the Unknown Armies, how to make character. I'm glad you all enjoyed that. I had a lot of fun doing that actually. The mashup took all the claps. You got listen. Sometimes sacrifices have to be made for the sake of the mashup. That's just how it is sometimes, you know. Also, incredibly thin. Probably got to hit these mushrooms like 2 or 3 times, but that's fine. That's okay. Yes, that's whatever. But I don't remember. It's also been kind of weird too because I haven't been to a mall in a hot fucking minute. The last time I tried, there was like I'm when I moved to the area I'm at now, there was a mall, and I was like, shit, I haven't gone to a mall in years. And I forgot that malls are at least were in outside of like a couple big ones are like a dying institution. Like the small town mall basically kind of like got crushed by Amazon. And I'm not gonna be say if that's a positive or a negative, but it definitely has. Hello, Matthew. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? What color for the skin? Maybe should go for like a kind of dirty yellow, but I kind of want to lay like a brown. What is orange brown? We'll lay some orange brown for the skin, and maybe I can build up to a yellow with it. I don't think I've tried doing it this way, but sometimes it's nice to play around with that. Yeah, no, I went there and it was like an American eagle and like nothing else. It was fucking bizarre. What are they made of? These are just plastic wings. This is just like it's another part of like that same line of kits that kind of is like the Blight Kings. It's just a Blight King mounted on a big fly. You get less customization though, so I still think the Blight Kings are overall a superior kit. Blight Kings are just one of the best kits. Yeah, I was lucky that the stores I like did not die due to the Rona, but a lot of them did. A lot of places have just like it was always like places that like I tenuously wanted to go. Like there's like a pancake house near me. I was like, oh, I would love to go to a pancake house. Also, but it was by the time I could check it out, it was actually like all closed up, which was like sad. That's unfortunate. I did also find out, what's the best way to say this? So I rediscovered Red Lobster recently. Not like it was the weirdest thing. There was another VTuber who was like, "Oh, I tried to go to Red Lobster and do the unlimited shrimp challenge." I'm like, I forgot about Red Lobster like in its entirety. But I do like unlimited shrimp. How you doing, Dirt? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How do you feel about unlimited shrimp? I love shrimp. I would eat shrimp all day. Mercury poison be damned. If given the option of like never consuming any meat but delicious seafood ever again. Uh, I would do that. Like if it was some like Faustian bargain where I could get like salmon delivered to my door, I would do that shit in a fucking heartbeat. I do like some fresh shrimp though. Fresh shrimp, fresh oysters are really nice too. With a couple of times I've got to have it, just like straight from like the bay or wherever the fuck they're from. Get them in their shells, and you put a little bit of the magic sauce on them, and you just suck them out. I'm sorry. I had to. I don't actually make that noise when I eat oysters. Swear I'm not an animal. I don't think I've ever had alcohol in shrimp. I said I don't. I'm not an alcoholsman very much. Like even if I go to places with alcohol, um, I think it's probably gonna sound sadder when it's like I usually drink alone. But it's just like when I go hang out with people, I'm usually not. I'm like I'm a bit of like also this is probably gonna be too orange for the skin. We'll find out. I'm like, I'm a bit of a lightweight, and I don't really like the taste of it. And if I'm just like going to like a restaurant, I don't need to do it. I don't need to get alcohol like there when everyone's getting like margaritas and shit. I'm like, I'm good. I'm fine. I do not need that. This is pre-era. I like to remember. Generally, yeah. I generally like to remember things. I mean, the thing is though, the only time I've got drunk enough where it's affected my memory is because I blacked out before. At a Halloween party. That was about it, really, though. Otherwise, every other time I've drank, I've been full recollection the next day. A chocolate wine? I never considered the idea of chocolate wine. I I never would have thought of that. I haven't had a yoo-hoo in a while either, but that does sound pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. That does sound pretty rad. So orange is a base for this. It's kind of like whatever. I can see that. I was like that kind of with rum. Like I feel like everybody has like at least one alcohol where they're like, oh god, never again, and that's rum for me. That rum is my version of that. Been blackout, I've been blank out drunk. What's the difference? I guess I don't know. What differentiates blackout versus blank out? I would have assumed that almost just sounds like a regional word difference, but I don't know. But yeah, I mostly only drink on stream. Which is weird. But I also think it's too because it's like if I drink at home for the most part, I'm relatively safe. As weird as that sounds, like I don't have to worry about like dealing with like getting somebody to give me a ride or whatever. I just be like, well, I'm shloosh, time to go to sleep, and then I go to sleep. And usually it's a pretty instant sleep, except after the Wraithu stream. That I don't know why for some reason after the Wraithu one, I was like, I cannot sleep. My body will not let me enjoy the blessed rest. We got some orange on there, looking nice. Got going on. Also, my Steel Agent Drab has spread the fuck out. It's kind of neat though. I don't know why it's separated into red. That's like a brown coat that is just. I don't know if it's absorbing some of the stuff from like underneath of it, and that's what's causing that coloration. Fucking bananas. Blackout's still active. Ah, gotcha. So you basically it's pass out versus your body is moving on its own. I was like, "Oh, Shadow, how you doing? Welcome." Oh yeah, there's a I is it like I know there's like some cultures. I know there's like a thing in certain Asian countries where like the alcohol tolerance is like very, very low. Like I think it's like a Japanese thing maybe. And it's not every Asian country because you also got people from like South Korea who can like drink like a fucking monster. Yeah, add a little bit of dirt onto that little bit. That's what I did then. I blacked out where like my body assumed dirt. It was weird because when I did it, it was more like a record was skipping, where it was like, all right, I'm playing trivia. Oh shit, I'm in a car. Up, I'm in the bathtub. That's 100% real recollection of me when I got blackout drunk. Yeah, Korea can drink. From what I have heard, Koreans drink like monsters. And yeah, that sounds about right there from from what I know. Like I know some I think it are like people from those regions too also have like an alcohol like basically like an allergy almost like they turn red immediately and get sick, which sounds very rough. That does sound very rough. Well, then I gotta like this is back when I used a really ugly copper that I'm not super jazzed about. I'm gonna try to fix that a bit. Gonna be real simple. I'm gonna be real simple with these mushrooms. I'm debating painting the caps red, but I kind of just like this brown is just like a kind of like an all-in-one mushroom color. Oh god, so many angles. I think this is probably what happened last time where like I something that I do feel like I've generally gotten better is like I'll go through a project and be like, "Oh god, this is awful. Everything's fucked. This is going to take too much time to unfix it." I feel like I'm kind of getting over that, which has been good, especially for my productivity stuff. Like okay, it's like I don't have to worry about like doing that and then just stopping mid paint. Got chainmail on them. I got some hard to sex and chainmail stuff like that. Hmm. Oh, I said to unfuck it. My bad. There we go. But like it'll be usually like it'll be like a little area that's just kind of out of the way that I'm like, oh, I'm not a big fan of that. Not a fan of that. No, it's not even a happy little accents thing because that implies like a thing. It's more like little bits and pieces that are like unfinished, or it's like I have to fix one piece to fix another piece to fix another piece. And now I don't know if I'd say it's quite happy little accident mode, but it's kind of just like, I can deal with it now. I can deal with it. I can paint and just not worry too hard. Get these little skulls. This is also I could see this is either a very primitive attempt of me doing a rust effect, or I was in the very early stages. It is kind of funny thinking about how I did colors too, because like I've changed the way I do a lot of colors for like a lot of the skin tones and like metals. Like I don't use this color metal anymore, which is why I wanted to really heavily oil wash my Chaos Warriors from earlier. Hello, buddy. Welcome. I'm painting a Pusgoyle Blightlord. Once again, I love Nurgle models to pieces. Their names are incredibly stupid and on the nose, but it's just basically just like a big Nurgle guy, just like riding a big fly. He's got a big scythe. He's having a good time. It's just that general bit of nonsense. Also, kind of like weirdly just been noticing lately. It's like I can lean a little bit more. I think I got to keep my mic real close though when I do. I got to keep my mic very well adjusted, so it's like I could be like, okay. I have to be careful though. I have to be careful because I cannot let head enter shot. I cannot blow my cover. But yeah, no, I'm just having fun painting this gross little lad. This is actually I believe he was one of the purchases I made pre-COVID. Where like there was basically a while when everyone was like, "Hey, shit's gonna get fucked," and I was like, "Oh no, I should pay." In the most naive form of like, I should get some models so I don't run out of models. Ha 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 ha. Little little Hal, little Hal, you're funny. You were a funny lad. What an absolute card. Thinking about I know, right? What a nice joke. Exactly. Fire Sergeant BA2. Ooh, very nice. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you the secret, Derp. That's a lot of programming. A lot of programming is especially like, hey, if Stack Overflow will like is your friend and it will always be your friend, and if Stack Overflow ever went down permanently, it would set back programming by decades. I'm not even kidding. How big is the pile of shame? Oh god. I Maybe one of these days if I ever, let's see. I don't even know like how I would tally that. Like I'm gonna look around just my general vicinity. I got the Mordor orcs I'm still working on. I got some Star Wars Legion. I have the Leviathan box, the Marine side, which I'm making good progress on. I got 2 Chaos Knights, War Dogs that are like tiny little robots. I got a fucky evil tree. I got some turnip stuff. I got some models I put together for Trench Crusade that I do want to get a start on. A Dreadnought, some terrain. I stripped more paint from Rowboat Girly Man, so he's actually like, this is about as good as I'm gonna get. Like it's where like the plastic has been tinted. The plastic has been tinted, but I can actually begin doing the thing now where it's like, okay, I need to rip this pauldron off. So I gotta rip the pauldron off of him and like cut off his head and cut these wires and glue the dick plate and everything. So like that'll be ready to go at some point. So it's a lot. I mean, not having a pile of shame is probably for the best. And like prior to me being a VTuber, my pile of shame was much smaller. But like between like the spiciness of like, once again, I cannot overstress my sponsor, Collectible Squids. On one hand, he enables my pile of shame. On the other hand, it does not hurt me that much financially because of support from Squids. Unironic financial lifesaver. You don't know what to get. I mean, unless you need something for a specific army, I say that's a good spot to be in. That's a good spot to be in. You're like, that would just find something that like really, really clicks. And then you should be able to party. How's Spike big? That's not too bad. Retail therapy. Ah, I got you. I got you. You gotta watch out for retail therapy though. Retail therapy is a dangerous road to go down. Oh yeah, no, Squids has been a big Squids has been a big supporter of the channel over the years. Which is wild what I say over the years. I am turning, the channel is turning 4. Even though you use more. Exactly. A little bit. I actually did used to have models on my throne that people would get me that kind of help with that, but I purposely changed it so there are now no models on there. It's all like supplies and games and whatnot. Specifically for that reason. Why is this so thin today? Look, I got a thicker bottle of Warplock Bronze I should dive into as an accepted risk. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, as the joke about the pile of shame being shameful, I don't know. It doesn't bother me too much. So it's kind of, miniature painting is an odd hobby where it is painting. And like sometimes you just like to doodle or you start something that you don't finish. And for like a lot of artists, that's not a big deal. So you're like, I'm just gonna throw away this canvas. Or like, this didn't really go the way I wanted. Whatever. It's a little tricky though, because with minis, you gotta buy the mini. Or you gotta get the printer and print the mini. It is very good for kit bashing. I could go into my pile and just look for sick kit bashing stuff. Why is this so fucking thin? This should not be thin. I did not even thin it down. Uh-oh, I got a little bit on the horn. That's fine though. Honestly though, if you like kit bashing, I would say a 3D printer is definitely worth it. Just be able to just like be like, ooh, that's a cool part I need, and print it is it's a fucking dream. It's legitimately very, very nice. But yeah. I don't know. I've had projects that I've started and I didn't feel passionate about. I've had times where it's like, I acquired a mini because it was cheap, and then or like the Stormcast. I didn't really like Stormcast until I started painting through mine. And now I've been like, not saying I like them as a faction necessarily, but I like the ones I painted quite a bit. And like that only really came about because I had them. I had them kicking around. Those guys should be getting their photo very, very soon because I just got done recently-ish oil washing a bunch of them. There we go. Let's grab that. I do got my BattleTech minis too that I need to do something with. That's fine though. BattleTech is always kind of like a peripheral game for me. A very stupid joke. Where it's like it's cool and I like the idea of it, but like if I don't ever super get very far with it, it's not like I spent a lot of time or money. I think the problem is for me is I'm a very hobby-based person, and BattleTech is a cool setting and a cool game. BattleTech does not offer me much as a hobbyist. Like, in theory, if there was a way that you could get like little bits to modify your mechs, I'm sure you could. But like when I paint a battle mech, it's kind of like it's not a super big model. The details on it are fine for the most part. This doesn't super jazz. Terrain is probably where it's really at though. Terrain, honestly, terrain for BattleTech would probably be red because that's when I can make 6mm terrain and have a bunch of fun with it. Yeah. So maybe I gotta do that because like sometimes working on terrain has got me excited to work on model stuff. Something I've been looking at that like I forgot about is like a while back I got the from Squids I got the Flesh Eater Quartz box. It has not arrived because of Games Workshop. Oh my god, this fucking company. This fucking company sent Squids 3 Brett boxes and one Flesh Eater Quartz box instead of the other way around. It's like, you motherfuckers. So Squids had to be, and like and unlike a lot of other companies would be like, oh, we did an oopsie, you could just keep those and we'll just send you back some new, we'll just send you the ones you actually ordered. And they're like, no, you gotta send those back. And then we're gonna take, and we've already sold all of our stock because we're Games Workshop and they cannot keep stock in to save their lives. Which has really put the damper on some things. Like the Paint Along project, I swear is still happening, but Games Workshop continues to be like, oh, we got some painting. Just kidding, we sold out. But we didn't tell you until it was too late. Teehee ooh. We're Games Workshop. We're just a little guy. We're a small indie company. Please understand. It's like, oh, come on. Come on, you are the painting company. You're like the miniatures company. The one that like even normal people know about. You should do better than this, I swear. You're gonna have a fucking show on Amazon before too long. Which I don't know where the progress on that is, but I'm curious. Got a little bit of that. How we got the chainmail to do? Chainmail. Yeah, exactly. They've been the big boy. So great for Amazon for 50% markup. Yeah, especially if it was a discount, I could understand. So I have to be really careful with my legs. Underneath my desk I did the Duncan thing where I got these little magnetic sheets and put them to the bottom of a big tray to carry all my turnip stuff in. But I haven't moved that from under my desk since I've performed that operation, so I gotta like stop myself from bashing up against it. But yeah, no, if it was cheaper, I would maybe say feel free to spring for that. But no, I think you made the right choice. I mean, it's totally valuable to be like, hey, I think that's a cool model, and I would like to get it just for the sake of painting. And like, because that is something that does happen to like some mini painters, where the real pros have just kind of moved entirely beyond the realm of like having minis like for wargaming whatsoever. Like I know Richard Gray in my brain is like the gold standard of like professional mini painter guy. Okay, Norn Emissary is cool though, so that's still a cool model. Like, let me see if I could like after I get like this little bit of chainmail, which I had to make it shinier, but I don't think it's working in a way I like. I think I'll change that to a different color. Maybe I'll just work on the little lad at the bottom of the base. Let me see if I can find like a Richard Gray like model he's done. Oh yeah, he won a Golden Demon with Mortarion before. And like this guy has been working for years in the industry. Like, to the point where, like, he's one of those people that is so good at painting, he makes money by showing people how to paint through, like, private tutorials. I wanna show you his Mortarion, because it will blow your dick cling off. Even if you don't have a dick, it's still gonna blow it off, just letting you all know. Look at that. Like like, look at his fucking Mortarion. I don't even wanna call it Morty. This is Mortarion. Like, look at that fucking the base is so good. The wings. He drew fucking eyes with reflections on the wings. And it's like, Jesus, tap dance, Christ. It's very good. I told you, everyone, your dicks were gonna get blown cling off. Um, but no, he's definitely like pinnacle of like this thing. But this is the guy that like paints one model for like 3 months because like that's all he has to do. And it's not, it's not like it's like, oh, he only paints that many. It's more like what he gets out of the hobby is focusing on one singular model or like maybe a handful of models and painting them to like absolute fucking godly perfection. Like that's what he gets out of it. Me, I like getting a bunch of models done and I like having an army and everything. But that means like, and I'm also like, I have to imagine he probably paints hours upon hours every day because I think it's his job at this point. If it's not his job, it's like he goes to his job and then comes home and basically probably paints for hours as is for fun. And like I paint roughly at minimum 6 hours a week, which is pretty good. It's done a lot for my skills, and I've definitely gotten a lot better because of it. But it's like I absolutely am a mini horror man. I got that like when we were joking about the character yesterday in the Unknown Armies about making someone who's like likes to move around and jump to projects and hyperfixate. It's like, oh yeah, no, that's me. By sheer accident, we've recreated a situation I got, and that's just me with painting projects. I have a really cool idea for one. I work on it for a while. My brain is like, you should do another one, which is a very great mindset for being a GM. The oh boy, it's a great mindset for GMing. Honestly, my hands are white. Gasp. I am. I did know him. And how you doing? How you doing? I'm curious where the setup of this is gonna go. Wonder what the pun is gonna be. I know the pun is coming. I know it's coming from you. I am that level of pale though that like in a particularly active blizzard, I become invisible like the predator. I just vanish. I just vanish. Get a little bit more. Get them little wings. I also think I want to just dry brush the body on this guy. I think this body is just gonna is another one that like a dry brush will be particularly good. You just didn't know you were pale. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. All my life, all my life has been like this. Unironically, yeah. You're just having a snowball fight, and all of a sudden the snowball hits you from nowhere, and you're like, "What the fuck is that?" And then like another, and then another, and then another. What color did I do for the carapace for this guy? I want to say this was dryad bark. I have. I have dryad barks. Hey, nice. This was the color I used to use a lot for all my dark browns. I have since moved to Vallejo colors, but I need to keep that consistent. When it's time to heat, oh yes, it's an elaborate ruse to stop global warming is to stop me from becoming too powerful. Joke's on them. It doesn't take much to keep me indoors. They did not have to go through all that effort. Also, horror loving. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. Well, if you like horror stuff, I'm somewhat of a horror myself. Ah, if I say that, it sounds like I'm calling myself a horror, but whatever. Also, I'll do guess. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is this the right brown? Find out. Hmm. Might not be the same brown, but it's also probably fine as long as I'm consistent. You're doing good. Fuck yeah, let's go, let's go. Oh, I would love to do a full camouflage where I'm just like dressed up entirely as a snowman and just fucking go for it. Both fit, yeah. It's funny how often people call me slutty for just having like my hands out or for wearing gloves. Like, Hal, you got horror gloves. I'm like, no, I gotta keep my hands all clean and whatnot. So these are tactical gloves for painting. How you doing? How you doing? I'm Habernut the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety, and today I'm painting a Nurgle model actually. So yeah, look at me keeping up. My moniker is still going very strong. Guys got like a little bit around the corner. There we go. This is Snowman a white speedo. No, I will never wear speedos again. Uh When I was very young, for some reason, I wore Speedos. I don't know why. It's one of those things where it's like when you're young, you don't pick what you dress up as. Like you don't pick your own clothes. For some reason, when I was young, it was just like, let's give Hal a Speedo. Why not? And I remember the reason I stopped wearing them is because I went down a water slide that was basically vertical. I was so proud too. I was so proud because like I was a very cool adventurous kid. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do whatever. And there was just like a bunch of just like older kids who were like, oh, that slide's too steep. And I'm like, haha, out of my way, losers. I'm gonna do this. And then it was bad. It's not great. It's not a great way to go down a slide that way. Do not recommend. Showed restraint? Whoa! Holy shit, PC showing restraint? It's a Christmas miracle. Oh yeah, though. I'm glad your session went well. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Nice, Sue, nice, Sue, nice. I think some of these little edges and bits will just get covered over when I do. This guy's also getting 100% getting an oil wash, because that's just kind of like my go-to topper now, is just to kind of wrap up the model with an oil wash. Because it look good. I love me some oil washes. Oh yeah, no. Do you want cat ears? That's what Meowbernocht is. If you want cat ears, I can have cat ears. You just gotta click that. Pet ears is just actually petting my ears. I got both. I got both. I'm a very flexible mimic. I used to have a bunny ears option too. Hey, there we go. I got very bouncy cat ears too. Look how bouncy they are. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. My head is just filled with delicious jello, so it transfers over. There we go. There we go. All right, the lad is getting appropriate levels of layers, so this is good. I have another big batch of like stuff I need to oil wash, so this is good. If he could get in on that batch, that would be ideal. Oh, he's got a bunch of stuff on his belly that needs. I had bunny ears at one point, but they just kind of got left on the wayside. I think during my transformation into this. What if it's one of those things sometimes where it's like, it's odd because like I could technically just like have like HAL 3.0 as a redeem. Because that might be a little nice because that's the only one that has my like kind of my guild outfit, the one that's kind of got that like idle military look to it. That's the only one where that exists. So maybe it'd be fun to bring that back. All right, what do we got to do? We got soup. What's in the pot of soup? I feel like bread would be a good idea in there. But yeah, dual guess that. How did the party show restraint? I'm curious. I'm curious what led them for them to be so respectful. Let's see. Da-da-da-da-da, yeah, da-da-da-da. All right, let's go. Let's go to the soup pot. I don't exactly remember why these guys got like a bunch of soup, but it's like, that's fine. Oh, that's way too thin. I'm definitely gonna have to give that another layer. Oh, this like, oh, it's got like a tentacle coming out of it. Okay, that changes this a little bit. That just means I gotta layer the inside of the pot, and then I can go back. Belly's gotta dry. What do I want to do when the? Oh yeah, I gotta go back to the wing. I do want to get I need to get the wheels going of for another game as well. I keep forgetting I gotta start planning these super far in advance. It's a non-lethal option. Oh! Oh yeah, you were doing the duplicate party thing. That's cool. Nice, nice, nice. So they got hysterical dupe ranger just now, just like kind of locked up instead of just fucking murdered. That's cool then. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. A little bit more on this. Also, man, this guy's got a wicked bad connector line in the back, but it's like, hey, I put them together many years ago, so I don't know. I don't know what HAL circa 2020. Hey, when did I start painting this guy? It's like I think this is one of those ones I painted it on stream and I did a little bit, and then like years had passed, and then I worked a little bit on it stream, and then I let that pass again. So this guy's probably been on stream roughly every year I've been a VTuber in some form or another, which is kind of fun. It's a fun little tradition. Just be like, yeah, just go, just just gotta just gotta get the little lad, just gotta get him going. I gotta get something. I gotta figure out what game I want to run next. Apparently, it sounds like if I just read the temperature of what all of you when I've mentioned games, it seems like Lancer is the one everybody really, really, really wants me to run. So I need to get something together for that. I need to get something together for that, I think. Because every time I mention Lancer, everyone goes fucking feral. I think that would be a good one to run. I've also talked about Engine Heart yesterday. Really, really wants me to really awaken my brain to do that. Oh, oh, that's cool. It's nice when you can get a good hug out in a game. I don't know the last time I've had a game where anyone's hugged anyone, both when I was a PC or a player. I'm sure it's happened a couple of times. I'm just blanking on the specifics. Yellow is both like I think I initially got this for my Tyranids, which dear God, I gotta go back and do. It's like I gotta go back and get to the Tyranids, but I'm not in like a super hurry because like I don't. It's odd because objectively Tyranids are like not a super difficult army to paint, but I just did not enjoy them. I think it must have just a color choice or something like that. Oh, he's got bare feet. I totally forgot he's got like weird. He's just toes out. Well, no, it's not toes necessarily. He's got them souls. He's got soul, and he doesn't got souls, but he is a soldier. There we go. I had to figure out the order of operations for that one. Hello, pig. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Burns yell even for sweet moments. I mean, if there's a lot of energy going on, if there's a lot of yelling's not bad. How you doing though? My friends are mecha haters. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Ultraviolet grassland. That. What the fresh country fuck is that? Ooh. Okay, it's on Exalted Funeral, so is this like a Morkborg thing? Hmm. What system does this fucking use? Or does it use its own system? Oh, okay. Because I'm aware of the Exalted Funeral site, and if I remember right, it's like a lot of Morkborg stuff and what's it called? Got me playing Kenshi again. Kenshi's the game that I think about a lot of like I would like to go back to it on stream, but I have not in a hot fucking minute. I have not played Kenshi since I was 3D, if that gives you an idea of how long it's been since I played Kenshi. I basically need to relearn it from scratch, but goddamn is the feeling there. I'll have to look into that though. That might be fun one to run. That's what the partisan actions resolve. Well, that sounds like a fun trio. That sounds like a fun trio. All right, feet are drying. Let's do. I almost want to try like a white dry brush on the sky. I don't know if that would be a good idea. It's called. I got elf flesh, which is like kind of like a pale, creamy. Oh, actually, hold on. What other colors do I got? I got a stone gray. No, let's do this. Let's do creamy elf flesh. I'm mostly saying that because it's a horrible combination of words. His favorite version of him when playing Kenshi. Listen, I like Kenshi, but it does encourage bastard behavior. I understand. Like, as somebody who loves Kenshi, when I got it, I ended up just like living out in the woods. Yeah. Oh my god, everyone's playing Kenshi today. Fuck. Well, maybe I'll have to put Kenshi back on the menu. You'd all have to bear with me though, because it's been a while. It's been a while since I played, so I'm incredibly rusty. Let's get a little bit on my palate. But yeah, no, I think it's because like early on too, the game kind of just beats you down so hard that once you get any modicum of power, it just makes you like a real asshole. Because like I remember like I got raided by a bunch of bandits. Like I got raided by slavers, and then I thought it'd be fun when after I defeated them to keep their leader locked up in a cage. As a kind of like the kind of ironic punishment, like, oh, you're slavers, huh? Well, now you're forever trapped in a cage, and I would wheel him out so that my crew could beat up on him so they could get better at martial arts. And eventually he got punched in the face so hard he died. And that's not even a particularly unique Kenshi experience. That's a pretty common Kenshi experience. The skin bandits will fuck you up though. They absolutely will. I was lucky that my guy was so skilled from drug running that pretty much any time he would go through the area with the skin stealers, he would just super run through all of it. He would just be like, nope, bye, 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 and just run everywhere. So when I played RimWorld, I played it entirely vanilla, like no mods, no expansions, nothing. And I missed out on all the fun cannibalism. I'm upset. Listen, everybody, if you do not know, if there's cannibalism in a video game, I am both going to go for it and might even consider playing a video game specifically if it has a cannibalism option. It was, well, the thing is, I think I know cannibalism's, you can get it in core, but like you have to like really get the right combination of people. I believe from what I've been told, it's much easier to get if you have the ideology stuff where you can pretty much be like, yeah, we're all cannibals. Like this is our cannibal way. And it kind of just kind of shifts over that way. This guy, making him white has been neat. I gotta go like pretty heavy with that, just so he's like incredibly pale, except for like the he's also got a fly on his body. Okay. Yeah, I hate outgrinding your stuff. I did the thing where I just bumbled around through Kenshi, and then eventually I just bumbled my way through it, and eventually I kind of reached a stability point where I could actually do things. I know there's like an optimal way of like mine stuff, and then go ahead and just lift heavy rock, put heavy rock down. Do that until that you can do anything, and then like there's like that's technically I believe the optimal way you're supposed to play it, but it was not fun. Giving them nice beds, maybe. So I've only done one, like I've done a couple of vanilla runs, but I only had one succeed, aka I got the space, which I consider that succeeding. On one hand, like I wouldn't mind starting it back up. This is just kind of another thing. I'm pretty sure last time I played RimWorld, I ended up streaming it for like 3 months. So I gotta be a little bit careful. I gotta be a little bit careful because I get lost in those games, and like not like lost like directionless, lost as in like it consumes me. It consumes my entire spirit. But yeah, I mean, vanilla only wasn't bad. Like I didn't have a huge issue with it at the time because I only knew vanilla, so it wasn't torture. It was just like this is me coming to terms with it, and also this is all I know, so I don't know how good it could be. Finishing rate. Oh, you could make a restaurant in it, or do you mean like in Cataclysm? I've heard really cool things about Cataclysm, but I've not played it myself. It's in that same bucket of Caves of Wood, or it's like it seems like a lot of fun. I just have not actually committed to looking into it super hard. I think maybe after the way I see it, so on Wednesday, me and Echo are going to attempt to finish Magic Pendule, and that will basically mean my video game slot for Tuesdays will be opened up. I would be totally okay with putting it to a vote, just to get just like a temperature reading of what all of you would like me to play. Like, would you all like me to maybe give Cataclysm a go? A lot of you nerds also really want me to play Factorio. Because I think everybody knows that deep down I'm built for Factorio and it's gonna fuck my shit up like real good. Yeah, I heard you can, it's kind of one of those ones, yeah, it's like you can install a bunch of like mods like in the game and just kind of cruise around and try not to get fucking murdered. If I could, I might be getting, I know the game you're talking about, but I might getting the description wrong. I'm aware of Cataclysm, but I have not played it. I horribly misjudged this Winter Death Spiral. Yeah. So sometimes you cannibalize for fun, and sometimes you have to go full Donner Party. It's just a way of life. I have not. FTL is one of those games that by now I should have played, but I have not. I think we're just kind of the same type of old dude where we have similar hobbies, so I would not be surprised if we have similar game taste, honestly. Borrow Trauma is... Okay, I know there's two sub-games. I know there's Borrow Trauma, which I think is the one you're supposed to play with a group because it's like a fun kind of group fuck-up experience. There's also the one that I think I've seen Koopa play it. It's like, I think it's Iron Lung, where it's just like you're in like effectively like a little box and you're trying to like navigate, and the point of the game is to not get hella super lost. Water sponge. Sponge go. That's a little worrying. I didn't want to lose my sponge. Okay, well that's fine. Yeah, hell's an archetype. I mean, objectively I have a very like I have a very specific kind of taste. I'm not gonna say unique, but if I say like it's a type of taste that like based on my hobbies, you would not be surprised. The dev is a huge loser. I mean, that's a lot of game devs to be fair, but I mean, I guess worst case, I'll rise it. Welcome. But yeah, I've heard, I've heard, I bet I would love FTL. I don't know why I haven't played it. Unironically, I don't have a good answer why I've not played FTL. Like legitimately. Also, I got a much smaller dry brush so I can get into the folds. The goal is I'm dry brushing this like relatively hard because I know I am going to oil wash and that's going to return a lot of shading to this. So I want all the limbs and whatnot to be basically just kind of get this kind of like ghostly paleness to it. Made by Unproblematic Angels. That does remind me of a really weird game I found recently. What is it called? What is this fucking game called? It is... There is a game called Angels at Dusk, which is like... Angels at Dusk looks wild. It's like a very back-to-basics shmup, but it's also got like crazy body horror themes. I think I can show this on screen. It's a Steam game. I believe it's got categories. This definitely is like if you merged a lady and a flump. But yeah, this is Angels at Dusk, and it's like the aesthetic is very like fuck yeah, my jam. I'm not super great at shmups, but I think that's just more of a lack of experience. Oh, Atlas, how you doing? Welcome. I do like me a horrible freak lady. So it do be like that. Gondola plays them a lot. Oh yeah. I don't actually know if I gotta check a Gondola stream out. I think he's one of those people that like either streams right when I stream or streams at like very awkward hours. It sucks as a VTuber because sometimes I lose track of people just because of like, oh, we stream at the same time now. I guess we'll never talk anymore. And it's just how it is. It's like, man. And I know a lot of that's on my end. I'm for better or for worse, I am what you would call a low maintenance friend, where I'm already a goofy little hermit of a man anyway. So it's incredibly easy for me just to like get lost doing my own shit and then be like, I haven't talked to this person in 8 months. Okay. And for me, that's not like a big deal, but a lot of people don't like that. I'm the biggest post-modern drug dealer. It was great. Fuck yeah. Selling drugs in the post-apocalypse is weirdly cozy. I did that in Kenshi, where I was too weak to do anything, but I was fast enough that I could run hash, like, pretty consistently. So like I would get hash from the swamp. I bought a little shack and I would run it to the big cities and they could not stop me. Uh-oh, I got a little bit a place I did not want. So it's pretty nice. Okay, so this is he's been sufficiently dry brushed. Yeah, I mean it's very easy to hermit up. It do be like that. And it's I don't know. I have mixed oh I forgot hold on, no, I did forget to get these little bits. I have mixed feelings on it because on one hand that means I'm bad at following up with friendships, but that also means that like if there's some people be like, "How I've been really busy. I'm really sorry. I forgot to answer your message. I hope you don't hate me." I'm like, "Hey, how's it going, bud?" Like that's it. Like I require zero maintenance, and I do not worry about like how long it's been since I talked to someone. Like, how you doing? How are things? I'm going good. Like, also, hi, welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? I mean, it's kind of the point of Nurgle where it's like it's gross and fucked up and weird. You guys got like a little scuff I gotta get. I mean, these are official models though, so it's not like I'm even doing anything particularly out of the ordinary for him. Get like something like that. Love it as far as I concern. Same, but also if I also because that's when I became a VTuber and like I had a lot VTubing has been a net blessing to my life, but also it's made me feel bad when people are like COVID was the fucking worst and I hate it. And I'm just like my best years have been under were like not that now is bad, but like I had a great time. I had a fantastic time. It was sunshine and lollipops for me. You mug shit. That's already every Nurgle model. They all have names like the Fartmaster Plague Beast or whatever the fuck. I love Nurgle to pieces, but all the names are incredibly stupid. Like almost as a rule. We can get the Carapace too. Oh, how do I want to get the Carapace? Ooh, what if I do khaki for the Carapace? You know, I'm financial insecure. Yeah, that's also fair. That's a fair point. Hello, Echo. How you doing? How you doing, Gumbo? How you feeling? Hating a weird, gross flying thing. I kind of dropped it after a couple editions and got back to them. It'd be like that sometimes, where it's like if a model's not good for an edition, you just kind of duck out for a bit. Oh, cool! I can also do that for the horn too. I found myself kind of enjoying a little bits of dry brushing as of late. It's just nice and cozy. There we go. I can kind of make that like a nice little horn bit. Oh, I gotta get the stinger too. Can I cheat? Can I cheat on the stinger? Can I just use this color and not need to layer anything else on? Ah, the angling on this fucking the heat compressed more or less back in action. Fuck yeah! Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh yeah, no, I need to paint the stinger. I can't cheap out on the stinger. The stinger has missing some color. That's fine though. We can make that work out. Let's see. Yeah. But nice to skip instead of all the sci-fi stuff mods. Ooh. Oh, that sounds like fun. What's up, Prim? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? That does sound. I've always really liked the idea of going through like these games where it's like this is the funny thing, like especially like for Fallout 4, I have never played it and I have no desire to play it, but I do actually think the idea of the settlement building stuff does feel like incredibly comfy to me. I really love the idea of just going through a post-apocalypse and just like fucking around and rebuilding stuff. Like that sounds amazing, but I know it's strapped to a fucking shitty Bethesda game. And I cannot imagine like I'm sure probably somebody's fixed it with mods, but like mods can only do so much. Okay, this is turning out pretty good. It's a nice. No, they haven't. Oh, no, never mind then. Maybe I was a little optimistic. Maybe I was feeling a little optimistic. By the windshield, I sneezed up. Oh yeah, no, that's literally that's probably a named character somewhere. They're all named like that. Like when your character Typhus is like the most subtly named character, it's funny. Like even Mortarion. The only Primarch that's more on the nose than Mortarion is Angron. It's like, what is Angron? He is the Primarch of the Angry Boys. Like, yeah, okay. Okay, Games Workshop. I know you wrote that back in like the 80s, but still. It's him, Morty Tarnation, and Angry Ron, along with their good friend Peter Turbo. We all love Peter Turbo in the house. He's the spiritual liege of my of the Minotaurs, which is fun. I love my loyalist Iron Warriors. Yeah, exactly. John Iron Hands and the Iron Hands. Uh, I'm trying to think of like there's a couple that aren't so bad, but a lot of them. Oh yeah, Sanguinius of the space vampires. What? No way. That's already. How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. There was. I don't know if it's as common anymore now that the Horus Heresy books have basically wrapped up. But there was that theory of like he knew some of his sons were going to be evil, so he kind of like self-sabotaged a little bit. I forget the canonness of that now. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of in the ballpark, like the belief of like sometimes a Bethesda game does hit. There is some level of dicking around through like an old abandoned house looking for um, scraps or loot or whatever, and then going back and just kind of progressing that way. That is kind of fun every now and then. Marines Malevolent, exactly. Wait, Marines Malevolent sound very familiar. I can't exactly remember what chapter they got. Look those guys up. Okay. Oh, okay. That looks okay. I'll have to look these guys up because the name rings the bell, but I don't remember what their shtick was off the top of my head. So doing the dry brush on the carapace has also been pretty nice because it was chaos made him evil. Why do you name him Angron? Well, the thing is though, like technically, actually, the Emperor did not name any of his sons when they got flung through the warp to the various quarters of the galaxy. They were generally adopted. And their parents named them. But then their parents did basically all name them shit like that. To be fair, Angron was a gladiator. So, like, if they're like, you're a gladiator, I will name you the most gladiator name of all time. Also, interesting. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, being extra angry for a Marine is great. The Minotaurs, at the very least, they're not angry. They're just pricks, which I kind of love the distinction for them. Oh yeah, I also got to hit like the little lad too with some. Maybe I'll just give him a general khaki dry brush. Got into another TCG. Oh, I'm sorry. Which one was it? I still got to do a lot more. Gonna try to milk the water out of this brush. Also, how you doing, Fox? Nice. There we go. I had to wind up for that one. A bit. Maybe. I will legitimately say though that I have not read a whole lot of Horus Heresy books. I've heard Flesh and Blood is relatively fine. You should probably duck out of Yu-Gi-Oh though. I don't know if Yu-Gi-Oh is ever going to be worth it to get into, especially in physical. If you're playing Master Duel, that's fine because like technically blowing time is not the worst, I guess. But like I cannot imagine playing paper Yu-Gi-Oh. I cannot imagine that. Yeah, I guess you could have just renamed them too. That's true. You're like Angron is a silly name. You are now Travis, Primarch of the World Leaders. I like the idea of giving them like really mundane names. Let's see, Konami does hate you and does love your money. Oh, we're on ad break. Oh yeah, no, the Emperor is a big bastard. There we go. All right, we're back from ad hell. I was doing some stuff. Now Emperor Dad of the Year every year, aka like in the Gendo Ikari Club of bad parents. And how you doing, Burn Malls? Happy Sunday. How you doing? Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you like your resonators, and I'm sure if you could, I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh's always puzzled me as a game because it feels like it takes the wrong balance decisions like almost universally every time. Like I don't know how they keep doing it like this because like it's a game that basically fundamentally ignores its own conceit of like, okay, you got what you're normally supposed to only summon one thing around. But now the game is based on, oh, you summon everything all the time, and every deck uses the extra deck. And traps are too slow unless you make them especially cheesy. So now what you got to do is you got to have hand traps, which also means that certain decks just don't work because if you just try to do any of your moves, they get countered. But if you don't have hand traps in the game, it's super incredibly easy to just die. Oh, progress is going really good, actually. More or less what's going on is that this model I have not worked on for like well over a year, maybe even 2 years at this point. I'm not entirely sure when I last painted this guy on stream, but he wasn't like that far off from getting progress done. So I'm going around to do that. Yeah, I guess that's true. Like, I don't know, the way I see it though, like Magic the Gathering has been around for longer, and while the power creep is crazy still compared to like the early bits, it still fundamentally plays like Magic set out. You still play lands, you still cast creatures at a regular rate. You're drawing a lot more cards than you used to, and creatures are a lot better. But Magic is still Magic. Pokemon, I cannot have a strong opinion on because I don't play it. I know Pokemon is power crept as fuck, but apparently it's still like I think it's still functionally Pokemon more or less. It does have more words on the cards lately, but I think that that just kind of happens though because the game is pretty old. Gentleman just showed up with Exodia and used every gimmick except ritual summoning. Yeah. Also, get fucked though. Well, Exodia decks would have escaped this hole. Same. I'm in the boat where it's like I still like Magic as a game, but I don't like Wizards of the Coast as a company. But my crew likes Magic, so I keep playing. I keep playing that. I keep playing Magic, and I'm not immune to propaganda. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the new Fall. I'm not even like a big Fallout boy, but some of the new Fallout cards look like a lot of fun. I only play Commander because of the sexy card art. Hey, I mean, I don't know what game you would card game you would go to for sexy card art. I guess it is Yu-Gi-Oh. Maybe. I can't. Well, no, I feel like there's got to be like Force of Will or something has to have like a bigger tit percentage than Yu-Gi-Oh. Also, wait. Good night. Good night. Also, Rosaline, have yourself a good sleep and take it easy, yo. Have a good rest. Assuming I'm reading that right. We're about to build another collection, but damn it, it's I have not done that. I did. I gotta play Sasha and crew at Magfest, and I just to be fair though, that is the my Hobbit food deck is probably my strongest deck. Like I play it with my local group, and they're like, "How? What the?" They never know what the fuck I'm doing because it's incredibly complicated. I'm turning tokens into tokens into tokens into tokens into food into creatures into more food, and then I eventually pop like 8 cards, and then I trample you to death with like 13 halflings. Yeah. Oh, White Schwartz is a game that like I've been aware of, and I wouldn't mind getting some cards from White Schwartz just because they have a character I like, but I would never bother to learn the rules of the game. Yeah, the Nuka-Cola one is a little weird. I'm very wary about Wizard of the Coast using AI art. I'm not super jazzed on that if that's gonna be a thing. Let's see. I forget what card game she's in. Hold on. What card game is she from? Oh no, it's Wicross. It's Wicross has it. Every now and then. Every now and then I kind of want to get it. Let's see if I can find. Every now and then I kind of want to. I want to get this card, everybody. I know little about Wicross except for the anime first season, which is like what if Madoka was done with Magic the Gathering, and way more incest. If you watch Madoka and you're like, there's not enough brother sister incest in Madoka, watch Wicross Selector Infected. That'll get you that. It's basically like you play their system version of Magic cards for wishes, and one of the main characters is in love with her brother, and she knows society won't accept their love, so she's playing Magic the Gathering so that way she can have a romance with her brother, who has no idea that this is going on. Oh, so you just hold on to that box then, Sasha? I gotcha, I gotcha. That makes sense. But yeah, look how pretty this Lulu card is. Look how pretty it is. It's a very nice card for a game that I will never play, and I will never get it probably because it. I have no use for it, but I do like it. I like it so much. It does look very shiny. God, I know that there's a new incarnation of Lulu, but it's not the same. I miss peak Lulu. It sucks. I hate it. I hate it. Hello, anthropologist. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sending the piece after him because I bought the wrong card pack. Nah, I mean they might. I don't know. I don't. I think that was a like Hasbro is on fire, so I don't think Wizard of the Coast is gonna have Pinkerton money anymore. um, that's definitely not gonna be a thing. Now, what was I gonna do? Sort of bluff. Still have. Okay. I use Dorn yellow for my like pastel yellow. The only reason he's not crying on the show with the wait, what? Nande. Also, hello, anthropologist. Welcome, welcome. What kind of incest from Fire Emblem? God, I just got shown that thing the other day of like it was like the like Corin, choose between your hot sister or your tomboy sister. No, father, I will actually take my cousin as my wife and play the worst Fire Emblem game of all time. Boosters are the price of US boosters. Oh, okay. With JP, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I do want to try the Digimon card game. Here's the thing about the Digimon card game, everybody. In the Digimon card game, Dioboromon is an archetype. And apparently, according to Caleb, the one guy I know who knows the most about the Digimon card game, it's not great right now, but they're going to get support later. And the third path is actual incest. Yeah. That's the joke. There we go. And so instead of going for your hot sister or your hot sister, both who are not related, you go for your actual cousin. Your cousin to the end of the game. So that's gonna be funny if like legitimately you have a kid with her and you have no idea, because otherwise she's like, ooh, mysterious lady. Was this real? Oh yeah, no. Fire Emblem Fates is weird and that it has a lot of incest in it. Like a lot of incest. Like the game sets you up of like, yes, one of them is your like one of the sisters is your biological one, and the other one is one that you've been raised with because of like a weird family exchange thing. And then it gets weirder from there. I from what I understand though, like the Fates Conquest is one of the better Fire Emblems, but like it's still weird. Like it's still a very weird game in general. I don't know. I like the idea of Fire Emblem, but I haven't like really played a whole lot besides Awakening Fates and a little bit of Three Houses. My sister is. If we're talking about Carmilla, she does. She objectively does. She's incredible. She's a very good like neuron awake activating design. I will 100% vouch for that. Oh wait, I forgot this. I don't know if I want his eyes to be the same color as the pustules, but fuck it, why not? I've already done that already with some other stuff. Oh, I saw that. No, you did park your car here. You absolutely did. It's around back. There we go. Oh yeah, the baby void. Because I love because like Awakening, it was like it made sense because time travel is part of the plot, and they're like, we still want you to have kids. Baby realm. You have kids and you send them to the baby realm to grow up, and I'm like, who'd have thought that was a good idea? Who thought that? I understand that like there's better lore ways to have fully grown children other than the baby dimension. Yeah, no, it's real. The ghost of Shinzo Abe still reaches us all, no matter what. You must have children now. What a thing. I understand he was a real asshole of a guy, but I'm not gonna lie, I still love the whole Shinzo Abe, like, "You will have kids. You will reproduce." Nonsense. I do find those incredibly funny. Insists that she's a well-written character. I mean, the thing is, a boner can make you do a lot. Like, there are people that are, like, diehard for characters that are, like, objectively terrible people and or not even particularly good characters because activate neurons. And I get it. There's characters that I'll be like, no, they're bad, but Echo, please. Like Echo wants Camilla to hug her because Echo is small creature and she is large creature. It's a circle of life. It's fun because it's a meme. Fair, yeah, that's true. Memes are fun. It's like how if you think about like the Lost meme, it's very sad, but as a meme, it's one of the fucking all time goats. It's a classic. Just keep. I'm just layering on all the various pustule. He's got so many little skin bits, so many little pustule bits. The anti-gay potion? What do you mean the anti-gay potion? How did I not know about this one? I said, all right, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see. I love the idea of generational stories. I bought a very bad game called Record of the Agorist War. It is a RPG. It was also one of the few that were available for the Xbox 360 back when that was like the most powerful console I owned. Um, Agorist War is not good, but its entire gimmick was like each generation you would romance someone and it would determine like your kid and a little bit of the story. It was incredibly mid, but it also did come with a fucking boob mouse pad. And as a freshman in college, I was ready for a boob mouse pad. I was like, let's make the dream happen. I've always wanted one of these, and that mouse pad was comfortable, but it fell apart for a place to play in your state. Yeah, maybe just play. I mean, if you that's probably one of those games that has an active Discord and tabletop sim community. I could easily see that. I could easily see like Way Schwartz being more of a tabletop sim game. So drink a potion that makes you seem menace. Oh, hmm. Don't like that. I don't like that very much. It's weird. Like I don't. It's odd. It's like it's. I'm not like. It's just the laziest way that you could have handled that. Like, I think it's fine to give characters preferences. It's just weird that you're like, I'm going to use a potion. Unless they come out with VR. Rusted? Rusted. Tabletop Sim has had VR basically the entire time VR has been a thing on Steam. You could play VR, assuming you have a headset, you could play VR Tabletop Sim right now. Like, it's been baked in for years. You literally boot it up and you choose between VR mode or not. Like, hold on. Let me just go to my Steam library and just go tabletop sim. If I hit play, it asks me if I would like to launch VR in Steam VR mode. Yeah, it's probably not fantastic, but I mean the option's there. For $20. Let's go. Guys who make tabletop sim, give me some money. Send me some kickbacks. I did your job. I mean, even Game of Thrones is a very silly franchise, if we're going to be honest. But like, yeah, that's understandable. I feel like that there are Fire Emblems with good stories, but I think I think modern Fire Emblem is just like, you want to play an RPG where you can fuck people and then also do a little bit of tactical skirmishing on the side, which I don't think is anything necessarily wrong with it, but is Squid here today? I don't believe Squid's here though, but like, hey, still buy stuff from there. Use my code, get Squid some money. Hell yeah. Hell. You know, also, what time is it? I've lost track. Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good on time. What hour is this? Huh. It's like pretty good progress in the lad. I'm feeling good. Feeling good about this. Or that Edelgard's creepy ass yes man. I don't remember the yes man, but I think I would Bernadette was the purple haired, like weird, like kind of loner one, right? Because I believe I was going for her when I played the game because like listen, I have needs. That's a character archetype I like a lot. And I'm willing to admit it. I have a couple of character weaknesses for things, and that's one of them. That's one of them. Where it's like I like that. I have a predilection for blind characters. I think blind characters are cool. I think blind characters are neat. That's and same reason I like Bernie. Yeah, I think wasn't she was like one of the more popular romances, I believe. I know it's like everybody wanted to fuck Dimitri, and the funny thing is, so like there was so when I was in like in like in high school, I basically was part of like a Fujoshi cabal where it was just like a bunch of anime Fujos and me. I was just chilling. Because they were the only anime people where I was at. Well, like one of them was also incredibly like Link was her fucking like husbando. And it was her husbando for years. Like years. Link was her dude. Like she was like basically did like the whole self-insert like Link is my husband thing. Until Fire Emblem Three Houses came out, and like, what's the guy's name? It's like Claude. It's the guy from the Golden Stag, like the leader of the Golden Stag, like the fun dude. And that guy changed her brain chemistry, and she like divorced her husbando basically over him. I'm like, damn, damn, that's wild. I guess it'd be like that sometimes, you know? Wild. Yeah, like Three Kingdoms, but anime and shoujo eye people eat it up. Oh, I'd believe that. Or do you mean like Crusader Kings 3? I mean, you can do that with mods. God, that's another game. That's another game that I feel like I would enjoy very much, but I would get lost in the I'd get lost deep in the sauce. Is fucking Crusader Kings. I could see me going real hard in the paint of like trying to manage my dynasties and whatnot. Isn't that Rants? Yeah, I guess it is Sengoku Rants. That pretty much. No, Rants is not shoujo ai. I do know a lot of women that like Rants as a character quite a bit. But I don't know if I would say it's quite at that point. That Felix and Dimitri Marionette. I remember like half those names, so I'm gonna say keep living your life. I do not recall exactly who a lot of those people are, but fuck yeah, do have your ships. I'm generally okay for people having their own ships. I'm even I've been growing more and more fascinated with like self-shipping things. Like not something that I would ever do, but like there's something about like the kind of person that just like, yeah, I like what I like, and I'm gonna ship myself kissing Ganondorf on the lips. And I'm like, you know what? Fucking go for it. Hell yeah. It's neat. It's neat when you see that. Like there was I bet you it was a while ago, but there was a lady who her husbando was fucking Mr. Game and Watch. And like she would draw art of like her and Mr. Game and Watch like snuggling and stuff like that. Not like lewd or anything, but just kind of real wholesome kind of ship art. And people were like, why? Because like it wasn't even like a dismissive why. It was like, I don't understand. Like what led to this? It was like it was like genuine confusion. And it was basically something to the extent of like, I don't know, he's just a little guy and I like him. It's like, you know what? More power to you. I don't think he's actually made of paper though. I think he's just he's just flat. Slave in neighborhood kingdoms and have a dungeon with thousands of people. Wait, are we talking about Rants or are we talking about Fire Emblem? Is that also kind of sort of Kamidori Alchemy Master a little bit? Except with like more Monster Girl focus, and I think it's way more consensual than Rants. I don't think he's sharp. I think he just goes on like cartoon logic, where it's like I don't think you would apply a texture to Game and Watch. He just is. He's just a slippery little guy. Like sometimes he's just 2D. Like you'd have to line stuff up with him, but otherwise it's fine. Luckily, a lot of dry brushing highlight a lot of these bumps, so the ones I actually go through and give it like a proper, like this one's gonna be like the pale yellow, not as much as I would have thought I would have needed, which is good. I keep hearing I'm my body is ready for Unicorn Overlord, but I'm definitely probably just gonna wait till it's fully released and then try the demo. My atoms are sliding on their own. Yeah. I don't know. I read that. My brain made me say that. I said, hello, Charlie. How you doing? How you doing? Listen. Claude is a perfectly okay name. There's a non-trivial number of people named Dilbert out there. Like now, if you're like push it harder, Dilbert, like that feels weird. Claude, I feel it's like I don't know. Claude, I think you can kind of be like, that's like a regal name. That's like the name of a duke at the very least. Or John Claude Van Damme, which is a household name. That's I don't know. These are very chill streams. I enjoy the chillness of painting quite a bit. It's a nice little break from the from life. Even though painting is my life. I mean, it kind of is really at this point. It's my streaming life at the very least. I'm sorry to, but I'm a bee. What the fuck? No, I'm an elf. Is the heir to the Duke of Gloucester. Oh shit! I'm psychic apparently. Hell yeah. Also, I don't know why. I don't know why the name, like the phrase "laying pipe." Out of all the euphemisms for sex, there's something about laying pipe that is just it doesn't bother me. It's just so weird. It's just it's vulgar in a way that just feels bizarre in my brain. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go lay some pipe. Jesus Christ. Who thought? Yeah, that is it. Maybe it legitimately is a fucking like a plumber sex term that just kind of percolated its way back into. Hey, there we go. I also got to use a term like a plumbing term as well. Percolation. It just kind of percolated its way back into like public consciousness. I guess I don't know. All right, what are we doing now? What are we doing with you, buddy? What's going on now? Okay, we gotta get the little flesh tendrils. While in the second run of Super Robot Wars. Oh, fuck yeah. Hopefully you can get that. The Super Robot Wars games looks hella fun, but as a very casual baby mecha fan, I feel like I wouldn't get as much enjoyment out of them unless I watch more mecha shows. It's John Paul Jones, but they have to be a pirate. I can agree with that. I don't know if I'd say it's the best name, but if your name is John Paul Jones, I feel like you legally you have to be a pirate. I mean, don't you? As soon as you become a plumber, don't you just immediately get like don't you when you go to like plumber school? Don't they just present you with a hairy ass crack? Like you pretty much you basically just wear it like a graduation cap. A little bit on these little bits in the back. These don't have to be too fancy. I'm just gonna get like something like just like enough. There we go. I also found an angle where I'm gonna need to touch up a little bit as well. Also, I probably should have used this brown for this dude as well, but I just did not. But yeah, exactly. You gotta glue it on. Or if you can't grow ass hair, you gotta basically get like a toupee if you want to be a proper plumber. Like don't make fun of you if you don't. So like if you do got the ass toupee, you gotta keep that on the down low, or the other plumbers will make fun of you. Also, Steve, have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Have a good rest. Jakey translation becomes a primer. Oh, so in theory I could do the opposite where it's like I guess that's true, where it's like I could play the game and be like, whoa, this character's really neat, or whoa, this mech is really rad. And then you would just go back and pick up the series. But like if I did know the series in advance, I could be like, hey, it's the character I like. That makes a lot of sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Oh yeah, I'm sure it's easy to become a pirate. I think it's being a successful pirate or a long-lasting pirate's where the difficulty comes out. Did I not paint the... Huh. I can't... No, that's not painted back there. Wild. Also, Rustin, have yourself a good eep as well. Everybody have a good eep if you need to eep. Yeah, I don't know. I going with the orange that I'm now kind of layering out into a yellow. It's fine, I guess. It didn't undertone it in a way that I would have liked, which is a bit of a bummer. I might change that in a bit. What else does this guy need? All right, he's got to get a little bit of dry brush on the stinger. Can I do a Let me take a drink. I'm big thirst. Ah. Oh god, that's a problem though. It's like there's so many games. There's so many games that I think would be neat to do and play and stuff like that, but I don't got the time for all these games. Life is cruel that way. By life is cruel, I mean, ironically, I've reached a point because I'm trying to pivot to being more of like an all the time tabletop streamer minus like like one video game a week as a treat. But then if I get into Kenshi or fucking like Kenshi or like FTL or Factorio or something like that, that's gonna take my shit up for a while. Yeah, so let's do. Oh, this is a cool way to do the horn too. I'm getting a much smoother transition if I just kind of just like keep dry brushing the tip only. Ooh, okay, I'm getting some good blending. Ooh, I'll have to fuck around with that a bit more. Is this still wet? Oh, this is fucked up. For some reason, the fly is like shiny. It must have been something about the way the body was put together. Or like, no, I think it's like whatever paint I used back then. Yeah, isn't it one of those games where it's like it's kind of roguelikey, right? Where it's like you have the ship, you play it, and then you'll probably get wrecked, and then you're like, oh fuck, I need to play that better, and you do another loop, etc., 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 etc. Fuck, I also did not get like his little stink. Get that up a little bit. Shiny to attract mates. True, that might be valid. That might actually be it. Dry brush there. I also do like a very little light dry brush on the little on the fur. There we go. I'm good at remembering stuff. Yeah, in that case, that might be a good game for a stream then, because I have not had my glove on the entire time. What the fuck? I for some reason I've had this like thought in the back of my head of like things feel a little weird tonight. I don't know why. I don't know why they feel a little weird. And then I was getting ready to paint the glove. Like sometimes I'll test paint on the glove, and I was like, huh, that be hmm. I How you doing, Nitro? Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I be working on this Pusgoyle Blightlord. What does the daily elf card do? Absolutely nothing. It's just for fun. It just counts. It just gives you a point. And if you get 69 of them, I get to snap my fingers and go noise whenever you activate that. But it's just for shits and giggles. There's no real actual meaning behind it. This is actually the tricky thing is when I do want to switch to Sammy, I need to figure out how to replicate that in Sammy. Wander around if he keeps the pace up. Oh, that's true. I get lost hella easy in games, so having a game where I physically cannot get lost in does sound like a boon. I will say that for certain. I think I also might just paint over the orange with that same brown I use as well, because I don't think using the orange for the layering quite worked out like I would have liked. This is going to be a little haphazard because I think it'd be. Once I can get like a little bit of color contrast to wash, because also it's me again. Welcome. How you doing? How you doing? Check it out. So wait, for people who did not see earlier, I've been doing the oil washes on my on these boys, on my Chaos Warriors. Also, this is just to show you how long that like when I originally painted them. I'm gonna do like a formal comparison thing at some point in the future, but I was looking through my what's it called? I was looking through my Twitter to see if I could find an early picture of like when they were initially painted before I converted them over. Oil washes, they require mineral spirits, so they have a longer dry time. They dry more matte. They require to be sealed, but I find the colors to be a lot richer and deeper. Working on 30k Marines. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, so there we go. Transform. So these are models. This is a painting thing from like 4 years ago. And like these were very early HAL paint jobs. And it's neat. It's neat to see it like that. Like, yeah, there we go. I definitely went a little, probably maybe borderline overboard on the oil wash, but considering that I wanted to kind of darken them up and look more like my usual, I'm okay with that. Do you guys want to see something really funny, actually? I ended up finding when I was looking for that, because I was like, I need to find a comparison picture. I found an incredibly old schedule of mine. Would you guys like to see a schedule from like many, many years ago? Azakwe, how you doing? Welcome. Back when I painted rats. You shut up. You shut the fuck up. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, actually. What's the hell do I paint rats? Sometimes, though. Oh, prepared come in. Oh, so yeah, the pace just keep going at a regular rate. Nice. But yeah, okay, this is probably the earliest iteration of HAL has a schedule. Like from like way back in the day. Back when I used to hand make these in Photoshop. I don't know. When it comes to making stuff like this, I'm definitely graphic design. I need to finish West of Loathing. I never did finish West of Loathing, which is what was fucked up about it. Yeah, this is the little HAL. This is HAL 1.0. I don't show them very much. A lot of booth textures, a lot of trying my best. And now look at me. Wow, look how pretty I look now. I don't think I look bad, but like I have V-roid mouth pretty bad. I have V-roid mouth. I do like Splatoon, actually. I don't play it that much anymore. How good am I at fishing games? Haha! Shit. Absolutely bad. That thing I shared. Oh, the explodey thing. Okay, V-roid mouth is, what's the best way to say this? So V-roid is the application that, when I was a little baby, that I used to, like, make... It's what I used to make, what's happened? To make the 3D model. Did I get that thing yesterday? It was the software I used to make the model. Now the defaults on V-roid suck, like real bad. Let me real quick. I need to get the goop painted on this bit. I need to paint a little bit of this goop, and then I'm gonna see if I can grab like a default V-roid model, just like a Google picture of it, so I can show you. Inami K. I don't know. It's not like that. Hold on. If I show you an example, it'll be pretty clear, even if you're not super familiar. No, this entire stream is meant for me to get distracted. I don't care if I'm the most, like, I talked about productivity a lot, but it's mostly, I could not give a fuck. It might actually be a little tricky now because, okay. This is a female model, but this is a good example of our, hold on, might even be a, there we go. This is a very good example of like a default V-roid face. So a lot of V-roids basically would have like this mouth, like a very specific style of lips and shading of the skin and the ears and whatnot. And to combine with the default textures for the hair, it would make like, unfortunately, it would make your model like not look very appealing. Like I'm gonna be honest, the main reason I was able to get even like a little bit of traction early on is because I, at some point, actually crowdfunded HAL 1.0. I was like, hey, this is something I could do reasonably for $500. And people did help me out with it, and I put my own money into it as well. And prior to that, though, especially back when everybody was using V-roids, unless there are good V-roids, you can do like there's a couple of people who still do good V-roids. Picky's V-roid's one of the best still, because Picky has very good design sensibilities, and Kenji, the cat VTuber, can do a really good V-roid because like he knows how to do custom. Like effectively like straight up like custom textures and whatnot. But VTuber Roid Rage, exactly. But like if you didn't have those, it was people at the time they would write you off, and I cannot imagine what it's like now even. Where like I used to say that to a certain degree of like a Vroid is not the worst option if you would like to dip your toes into VTubing, but you have to do a lot of work. You have to do a lot of work to make it look presentable. And I think at this point you would have a better job of just like being a PNG VTuber, just having a PNG using that like PNG tube like studio whatever to animate it would be a better off than just using Vroids, because unless you're an artist or you really, really know how to use Booth to find custom textures, it's just gonna be rough because there's an inherent bias against it. Yeah. There was also yeah, I think PNG Tuber Plus is the software for that kind of thing. Yeah. Also, Miseji, thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. Unless I'm pronouncing your name wrong, please let me know. Please let me know how to pronounce your name. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing though? How you doing though? But yeah, I mean, right now, okay, that's true. Vroid has advanced quite a bit. So you're not as fucked now if you decide to start with it. But like at the time, it was kind of rough. Yeah, both, like it does require skill to make a nice looking model. It really do. Yeah. Yeah, Echo's got a Vroid coming up, but like it's basically has like custom textures and a lot of work going into it. It's tricky. It's not impossible. Like if you're an artist or like if you want to put the work in, you can make a good looking Vroid. It is hard. Yeah. Or yeah, or using a pre-existing one and building off of it does help. That's also true, yeah. Oh yeah, and the pro tip eventually, like at one point was like, yeah, you just make your model in Vroid and then eventually move it to Blender to add on like extra shapes and whatnot, because there was limitations on what you could do within the software itself. Okay, there we go. Got a funky little rock going on the back, which is exactly pretty much what I wanted. Just like me says hi. Ah, gotcha. Oh, oh, that suddenly makes a lot of sense. Hello, me says hi. Welcome. How you doing? I think it's because I'm used to seeing a lot of people doing like Japanese and Chinese names, and I'm like, ZHI. I think that's G. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna make an attempt. How you doing? Welcome. I'm Habernut the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety, and today I'm working on this Pusgoyle Blightlord, and it's going pretty good. I want to do like a little bit on the. Do I want to add a little bit of dust to the wood? There we go. I know there are some people that basically do nothing but like dry brush highlights with like a white or a yellow. And I do see the power because I am kind of being a little lazy in doing that, and it does look pretty nice. But chibi with custom pieces. Yeah, I mean that's a way to do it too. Easy. I think there is like a free South Park model you can find out there that does kind of replicate that style. If not, it's people making ones that look very similar to that South Park style. So something like that, yeah. I do want to get I want to get me a 3D model this year, like a good one, because I think that would be fun. You guys you would just see me do more hand stuff like that. Base wash, dry brush highlights. That's a pretty typical way to do that. So those exist. There are people that make low poly models of that style. I believe Scuffword does. There's a couple of ones. Where the fuck did Alice's? Allison Ray's have some very nice low poly models. I don't remember who was the person who did theirs. I cannot recall. Color black dry brushing with the sky ambience. Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, that's a style. That's like the slap job kind of thing where you like prime black, you dry brush a dark gray real heavy, and then you do a real light one. Where you and that does look nice. You could also like learn to rig a South Park one. That might be like good rigging practice. I will say, hey, if you're a NEET and like you don't have a lot of job prospects and you're having a difficult time finding work, if you think you can like gather the discipline, learning live 2D is a good way to get you some money. There's no money for models. That's understandable though. It can be expensive. It can be expensive. Also, if you'd like to see some of my completed stuff, here's my Instagram. Yeah. I just use my socials. That might be, I gotta start using that instead of just directly linking the Instagram. Slide Jump is fun. There's a couple of models I just kind of want to do that just to get them over with. Yeah, I guess I just did not pay. This guy was a very old model that I have not touched for quite a while. Went through the gallery, get inspired. Fuck yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, I also start. The funny thing is, I realized that when I sold a lot of my Magic cards to afford this model, I was like, I could have did this a lot sooner. Technically, I could have just sold my cards to get a new like model thing, like way the fuck sooner. I'm kind of upset that I did not consider that that was a plan that I could do early on. I could have did that like 2 years ago and been able to fund like maybe probably back then I probably could have afforded an Iron Vertex when they were just starting out. I had a lot of Magic cards that I've converted into VTuber stuff over the years. Etsy's a good source for like if you don't care about specifically Warhammer stuff and just want minis to paint, you can do Etsy. I also got a sponsor, Collectible Squids. Listen, I have to shill him. He doesn't make me, but I like doing it. I got a discount code there too. My bones explode if I don't shill for squids every 10 seconds. You have to understand. You have to understand. Yeah, there's no real point on dwelling on it, though. There's a lot of mistakes I made over my thing. Should I have streamed all 3 Mass Effect games in a row? Probably not. It's fine, though. I had fun. I had fun until the last game, and then I turned into a simmering pot of boiling rage. But prior to that, I had fun. Fuck Mass Effect 3. Fuck Mass Effect 3. Did it turn? Yeah, listen, I have to shill for squids. It's fun. I unironically get enjoyment out of doing it, so it doesn't even feel like forced. Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of different options if you're interested, but sticking a tabletop sim is very economical too, though. It's not a bad way to do it. Or you could do what a lot of people here do and live vicariously through me. I'm sure some of you do. Just kind of like I would like to do Warhammer, but I do not know how. So I will watch the funny little elf do it instead. And I'm okay with that. That is what I am here for in many regards. Definitely should have committed. No, I had fun. I had fun collabing with that weird alien girl. In fact, we're doing that on Wednesday. Yeah. I don't trust. Video game movies are almost universally bad, so I cannot see any level of getting hyped for the Mass Effect movie. God, the fucking hey, have you guys looked at the Borderlands movie? Randy Pitchford's working on it in like an executive manner. All the actors are like solid actors, but like way past their prime. Like Kevin Hart should not be Roland. Kevin Hart's a totally legitimate actor. He should not be Roland. It is a very weird collection. And they basically said they're making a Borderlands cinematic universe, which is like, first of all, fuck you. Second of all, don't. Third of all, why? All those things. Oh yeah, no, getting a tablet has also been incredibly good for reading manga. If you like reading manga, get a tablet. Even if you don't think you wouldn't like it for that. It's worth it, trust me. I think they really want the Guardians of the Galaxy audience. Like I would totally believe that. Like one of those like misguided things where they're like way too late for a trend, but it's because like it's a nice thing to sell to execs. You go to a movie executive and we're like, listen, we're gonna make you a bunch of money, and they're like, ooh, I'm listening. Cinematic universe, a bunch of movies, they all connect to each other, and they're like, yeah. Like, I legitimately believe a lot of people running companies are incredibly clueless at this point. So they're like for the fucking Suicide Squad. I bet in some company meeting, someone's like, "Hey, you remember how well Fortnite sold? You know how people go apeshit for Fortnite? What if we got Fortnite levels of money?" And they're like, "Do it, ship it, make it happen." Without realizing that Fortnite has like the reason why its live service works is because it's tried and trusted and it's strapped onto a game that like I'm not the target audience for Fortnite, but Fortnite's a totally solid game. You can do a lot worse than Fortnite, and you can kind of tell that the people putting together Fortnite at least kind of give a shit, which is a weird thing to say, but like they generally seem like they give a shit. Like they're putting together stuff, they're putting in the work. Yeah, decades of experience behind it, like all kinds of stuff. And then they're like, we should make our own Fortnite, and it never works because that's just you just can't do that. You just can't do that anymore. And people are burnt out on it. People don't want every game to be a live service looter shooter. That's why so many of that's why like Hyenas was going to be a thing. And then they fucking pulled the plug before it released because they realized it was going to be worth negative money if they released that game. Oh yeah, no, Helldivers is a good example of like you make a fun game and people will spend money on it and play it. But instead, a lot of those games are like, how do we extract the most amount of money out of our whales? And then you just end up with a shit game. Yeah, I've been wanting to try the Fortnite Lego collab stuff as somebody who grew up with Legos and still likes Legos extensively. Um, that shit looks kind of fun, and I have not fucked around with it yet, but I'm very curious about it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Fortnite's not the most original game, but they got a momentum now that no one else is really going to be not really going to capitalize on. Console games are just they really are. I still find it funny that if somebody was to go out to a store and buy an old copy of Destiny 2 on disc, their disc would not work. Like straight up old copies of Destiny 2 just physically do not work. The content on there has shifted away from whatever was originally on that game. I mean, I'm sure somebody's made a visual novel in Fortnite. I would believe that. What is left on you, buddy? Okay, he's got a strap. We can get that strap in. Strap. He's got like a little chain attached to the strap before it gets engulfed by the meat. Single player mode I paid for Fortnite or for something else? Or do you mean for like the Overwatch game? God, Overwatch is like we're gonna make Overwatch 2 for single player. JK, we're canceling single player. Kind of wild. That little maggot. I figure out how much of the rest of this could just be covered by it being oil washed. We might be at the point where I could probably oil wash him and just count it as like good enough. We could paint the save the world. Oh god, oh yeah, because it was originally like a weird like zombie defense game, right? I think maybe something like that. Everyone talks about it. It's because it's not even like it's unironically one of the most successful games of this generation, like easily. There's a fucking Fortnite Magic crossover, like, which is wild to me as a Magic guy. I never got any of them. Part of me thinks it would be kind of fun just to pick up one of the cards, because one of them is Triumph of the Hordes, which is actually like a very good EDH closer. Yeah, because Fortnite basically ripped off what was it called, PUBG, when PUBG was like the big first uh kind of like survival battle royale game. Infect. See, I like Infect. I love Infect to pieces. But I understand a lot of people are like, fuck Infect. But if you're getting hit with the Triumph of the Hordes, you're dying anyway. So like, it doesn't matter that Infect did it. Functionally, it's basically like casting a Crater Hoof. Like, who cares? I can't believe Hal is my arch nemesis. I'm sorry. I like playing aristocrats. I have an Infect deck, but I like the idea of Infect, and I've played a couple ones that use it. What are my current decks right now? I have an Elminster deck, which his entire idea is to stall out the game until I can either cast Stormherd for like 2 mana or Curse of the Second Sun. Curse of the Second Sun, right? The one that lets you win the game if you cast it twice, right? Second Sun, whatever. I have Awaken the Blood Avatar, which is just everybody sacrifices all their creatures now. And my other kind of like consistent deck is Hobbit's Food. I play Mary, I play Pippin, I play Mary. I suddenly have all the giblets, all the food. There we go. See, that's the weird thing too, is like slivers still have a reputation. If you can focus on. Oh, I would imagine, because it's like cast a spell, cast a creature, bounce a creature, cast a spell, cast a creature. Um, Slivers still are basically make people shit their pants, but they're not nearly as good as they used to be. It's the clap. Jesus Christ. All right, so this guy is basically ready for a wash, which yippee, let's go. I got some other stuff I want to do a little bit of work on. Like very, very little work on. These, you're gonna be like, what the fuck are these? These are from a 3D printer STL dude named Blue Art. Some of my stuff is covered in dust, so bear with me. And he basically makes nothing but like HR Giger. It's a Giger or Geiger, I can never remember. HR Geiger inspired things. And these have been sitting on my desk for a while. And they don't need a whole lot left, but I pretty much want to give them like some like a light blue glowing light around the stuff, around like the little light bits. I need to test this out to make sure it's the right consistency too. Oh yeah, they do some really good shit. I have a couple of models of theirs painted. I was part of their tribe for a no, it was the Patreon. I was doing it through Patreon. Where you can effectively Patreon lets you just subscribe to a guy who makes minis, and then just as they release minis monthly, you get a whole bunch for like 15 bucks. It's a great deal, honestly. Hello, Hellcat! Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you do not know me, I am Halbernot, the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. What the fuck were you up to, nerd? What were you up to? Ooh, what were you painting? What were you painting? Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. I've finished up this noxious the Pusgoyle Blightlord. There we go. I need to wash him now, so I'm kind of ending the night working on a couple of miscellaneous odds and ends models. I have to make sure this is just right consistency. Oh, I love Mirror Entity so much. I actually have a deck with Mirror Entity in it right now. So I have a thematic Howl deck, which sounds weird. It's Nethroy. Oh, you're doing Desert Germans. Ooh, very nice, very nice. I have Nethroy, specifically the Biolante version of it, because it's me. It's literally me. Hear me out. Like it's an elf deck, so it's Abzan elves. And then the idea is that like I could morph out of any of those elves into a horrible biomutant creature, which is me. Yay. I don't know on Squids' the thing is like and a lot we're kind of left to the whims of fate of G dubs for when stuff gets back in stock. Yeah, I thought this would maybe work for like a bit of a glowing light. Don't know if it necessarily is. Hmm. I think it's because this brush is a little too. Oh, Kade's a good one, yeah. Yeah, but so hopefully it comes back in stock. You could probably message Squids directly and be like, "Hey, could you just like keep me posted whenever this comes back?" And I'm sure Squids would say yeah. But it sucks because like Games Workshop restocking lately has been particularly ass, and it's nothing that like anybody can really do about it. Okay, there we go. This is kind of what I was looking for. And just like soft, faint, glowing light. How you doing, Jedi? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Also, thank you for the 28 fucking months. Let's go. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. How you doing? I'm working on a little bit of terrain to close out the night because I got the thing I wanted to do. Very oil wash ready, which is great. Not dry brushing the way. Maybe I need a different color for this. What other colors? Verdigris. There we go. This will be a little bit like thicker too. That my Fenrisian gray is pretty much like on the verge of dying, so this might actually be like a much better alternative. Yeah, they can't exactly. Sucks. It sucks real bad, but like it's agonizing. I have to imagine if you run a store, it has to be incredibly agonizing to have to deal with that bullshit all the time. Okay, there we go. Just imagine a goblin. I mean, it basically is. Gems for Goblins, Volume 1. Muldroth is a very good commander. We had a dedicated Muldrotha player for a while, but he hasn't appeared lately, so I haven't seen her on the table. Okay, this is more the consistency I want. There we go. Uh, It's not gonna like the first couple of little errors are going to keep shining on the model. Like it's just going to keep being there, no matter really what I do at this point. But it's fine. Like this is just a goofy little terrain piece. It's having localization drama. Oh god, god damn it! What now? Actually, you know what? I don't want to know. But based on my experience, localization drama, even if I agree with one of the sides, is just incredibly stupid and not worth my time. It's just people yelling at each other on the internet, and I do not wish to participate in that or give it any brain space whatsoever. Oh, this is a little thicker than I would like. I had like the perfect dry brush rhythm earlier. Seems like I have lost it entirely. Okay. Oh, doing this like kind of circle is not as bad though. Okay, it's definitely making it more white than it was the original blue, but I'm okay with that. It's just kind of going a little swishy. Vanilla where please put pet. Oh yeah, isn't it? I've heard like it's like Outer Wilds and 13 Sentinels are the like I've had multiple people be like, "How you should play this game." You should play both of these games. I do own Outer Wilds. I did get Outer Wilds as like a potential game to stream because literally people have been like, "How this game is like fucking life changing," and I've heard it from multiple people and people that I generally trust. So I'm very curious about like what that means. All right, so that little bit's done. All right, now let's go to this bit. This is the recharging station from the same dude. Also, Disco Elysium. I would also like to do that as well. Chat cannot be trusted with either game. Maybe Disco Elysium would be better then. So the thing is that I've been very lucky about is like I managed to get like to stream all of Metal Gear like Solid 1, 2, 3, and 4 and have a absolutely lovely chat. But I understand a lot of other people don't get that experience because of like backseating assholes, which is odd, especially because from what I understand, is Outer Wilds is a game about personal exploration, and there are a lot of people that like to see that game. Like, what are you going to do? What like when are you going to find X secret? What conclusions will you come to? Like they're here for the journey, but other people are like, hey, I want a backseat on a game like this, which feels bizarre to me. But also, it's the internet, so like, yeah. Sometimes people be like that. Okay, these lights are going a lot smoother. I think it's because I got like the right ratio for the glow now. So I don't have to deal with like a bad glow at this point. Knock me to buying Power World. I played it once on stream, but I have not touched it. It's one of those games where I'm like, ooh, I would like to fuck around with that more. Probably off stream. I cannot imagine myself streaming that anymore. But it was a neat game when I played it. Oh, these clothes are coming out real nice. Ooh, look at this, everybody. Look how good these clothes are. They're coming out real fucking spicy. Ooh. Let's go. Yeah. Free streamer. Holy shit, nice. Thank you. I'm sure I appreciate it, and I'm sure Squids will also appreciate it. Fuck yeah. Even if it's a spoiler. True. That's also fair, especially for 4. Like the other one, like I guess 2 was also pretty bananas, but like something about Metal Gear Solid 4 was like, what the fuck? No anymore, man. It's Legos for the wife. Fuck yeah. Let's go. I'll make clothes look easy. I'm working on it. There is if you're interested in doing a lot of really cool dry brushing stuff, so these are from Artist Opus the brush. There is specifically they have a YouTube channel. The guy who opened the company used to be a commission painter, and he would basically do everything with dry brushing. Got you free shipping. Hell yeah, let's go. Do retread in a oh, is it that kind of bullshit? Okay. Okay. That sounds aggravating. But yeah, like basically that guy was like, I did dry brushing for when I was a commission painter, and people were like, you have really good airbrush control. Like, no, you can do cool shit with dry brushing. And he just eventually went on to make his own company because he really likes dry brushing, and he's got YouTube tutorials on how to make really good blends and shit with dry brushing. The dude is a fucking wizard with dry brushing. I've looked at a couple of his things, and it's pretty neat. Yeah, it's just called Artist Opus. And like if you see suddenly a bunch of videos on dry brushing, you're in the right spot. There's also another, so there's actually somebody that I'm looking to maybe buy a subscription to for the tutorials. There's a group of people called the Grimdark Compendium. Maybe I might actually put a little bit of glow in his eye. It's called like the Grimdark Compendium, and they've done some like really sick kind of like Mordheim conversion stuff and like real Grimdark bullshit. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I do got a dice tray. Yeah, I actually got a copy of it. Squid sent me one for free. It's chilling on my shelf at the moment. Yeah, it's I don't know. I'm generally on board with keeping the translations as close to the OG as possible, but I cannot stand translation discourse anymore. It just makes everybody's upset and nothing good comes out of it. So I'm gonna live my life in a better way by not going there. Let's get a little bit of glow. I don't think the eye glow is really coming out, but yeah, check it out, everybody. Wow, got like a relatively okay series of glows. I'm okay with this. This thing walked so that this could run. There we go. He loves like drive by. He legitimately does incredibly good work. He also had a very good interview on the painting phase. If you would want to listen to him talk about what led to his journey, I'm so upset. Okay, I still keep thinking about this. So basically, the painting phase was like one of my go-to mini podcasts because it was about like XG Dubs people, and Peachy was really cool. But apparently, they weren't giving him enough creative control, so he left. And it's like, man, he was kind of the reason I got in there. Ah, all right. What do I want to do now? I got like 10 minutes. Oh, I know I could work on. That's just on my desk. It's something nice and easy. Boom. Check this out. This is some terrain for one-page rules. It is for the jackals. It's basically their version of the Kroot. They basically kind of in a weird move, they splintered the Kroot away from Tau in the one-page rules setting. It kind of just made them their own full-fledged faction, which is almost kind of seems like G-Dubs kind of is leaning into now, which is neat. But yeah, I want to. Where is? There we go. There we go. So we can. I can just apply some color to this while we're doing that. Yeah, they really are. Like, I think Crude are cool, and I think Tower cool. But yeah, they're kind of like. No, that's the funny thing is they literally made them into like jackal men. Like straight up, like they like I almost kind of like they are very anthropomorphic, but they don't really got furry proportions. Though I'm sure anytime like there's like an animal creature out there, some furries like I want to fuck it. So I wouldn't be too surprised on that. I guess. Think the cruder. Why does Pega think crude? That is odd because I would have pegged her. Hey, there we go, Pega. Like when you say peg, that's not the sex thing. It's like when you assume. I would have assumed that she would have been all about fucking Kroot. I don't know why. I feel like she's got Kroot energy. It's kind of weird that she does not like it. People do not know Peganeko is another miniature painting VTuber, and I've done a couple of painting collabs with her from time to time. Very nice lady, and Aussie too. If you happen to like Australians, I've had generally good luck with Australians as a VTuber. It's been great. That's true, yeah. You could just feed Kroot whatever, and then you get the ideal Kroot shape you want. I like them though as like kind of like fucked up animalistic. Not they're not really they're gruff and they're weird, but I also kind of like that they're you can reason with them and they're not chaos. I find that to be and like that sounds weird because like how aren't you a chaosman? Oh, hold on, we're in ad break, so I'll go straight. I'll keep painting this. Okay, I can use this opportunity just to keep getting. I like if I had this kicking around in my house. I do not remember. I do not remember when I printed this, unironically. But it's a good thing to end on at the very least. Is the right one? Yeah. All right, we are back from break. We are back from break. Where's they going with this? They are kind of like alien catching. Yeah, I like them though. Like I said, they're weird little guys. They got a vibe that a lot of other factions don't really have. Well, I see that I don't think is an uncommon thing. Like, there's a lot of people. There's some like, okay, in my experience, Tau people come in a couple of varieties. There's people that like Tau for the mech suits. There's people that like Tau because they are like the good guys. There's some people that the actual people that find Tau as a culture neat just by their own merits is pretty low. There's also, and listen, as somebody who enjoys anime and lewd things from time to time, the amount of people that get into Tau and basically do nothing but consume like big titty anime kawaii ugyu Tau women, cringe. Fucking, oh god, those people are aggravating. They're aggravating to talk to. That's what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about that. It's an aggravating person that hyperfixates on that. They're not canon at all. Tau are hideous. Big thing. And like, if you enjoy Tau with big milkers, that's fine. But there are people that basically, like, in their brain, fan art, big titty Tau take over the actual Tau, and their mental headspace, and those people are aggravating. Aggravating as fuck. And that's see, that's nice. Like Dulgessa, you get it at the very least. So, like, the idea of somebody liking Tau exclusively for the mechs does not surprise me. Like, not even the slightest. Not even the slightest. Yeah, it's just because everybody goes when you're talking about saucy anime women, you go to gene sealer cults. I keyed. I mean, like, there's like the thing is, there's very clear canonical descriptions of what Tau look like, and almost universally they're like weird, lanky. Like, hey, do you guys remember the fucking Trade Federation dudes from Star Wars Episode 1? Like the ones that speak in horrible Asian accents and wear funny hats? They're basically closer to that than an anime girl. Like 100%. That's basically what Tau actually are, more or less. Yeah. Keep punching out questions. No, I mean, no, you can. I mean, there are orc freebooters. There are people that like. There are rogue traders that work with Eldar. Like, technically, you can reason with both of them. You can reason with Tau for sure. They are hooved. Also, hello, Drink Your Paint Water live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. How are you nerds doing? I don't know why I didn't get a funky little alert on screen. Hello, everybody. If you do not know me, I am Halbernut the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. And let me see what you are up to. Oh, what were you painting? What are you painting? I am currently doing some terrain work because I got this boy ready for an oil wash. And I also worked on some this, which is a from Blue Art. It is a recharging station for his, like, I forget the exact line it's from, but it's really cool. But yeah, also, if anyone would like to see other minis I have done as well, I also do have a welcome, everybody. Welcome. Double raid. Double raid. Hello, a wild ratio. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Sorry, I keep punching my mic. Hello, everyone. If you do not know me, I am Halbernut the Mimic Elf. I'm a miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. How is the Arknights? Also, if people would like to see recent stuff I've painted, check it out. Look, look at this. Look at this Nazgul motherfucker I painted. I also worked on the Witch King of Angmar, but I don't have a picture of him up yet. But yeah, hopefully the Warhammer for Drink Your Paint Water live went well, and I hope the Arknights went live. I'm currently working on some terrain now. I'm working on some terrain just because I got a little bit of extra time before it's sleepy elf time for wage slave reasons. I'm also making the skin. You beat the ending of the roguelike in the first try. Fuck yeah. The Witch King's dysfunction. Oh no, his little head bit snapped off entirely. It snapped off. I was on Light Souls. Welcome. This is This is a terrain piece from One Page Rules for their Jackal line. It's effectively like a little makeshift barricade thingy, kind of out of scrap metal. It's really cool. And because I'm wrapping up for the night and I happen to have this lying around, I'm like, ooh, there we go. Oh no, it's fucked. It's fucked, but he doesn't look too bad. Here, hold on. Let me quickly apply a layer of skin to this. I'm doing a really sloppy layer because I just need to put a base coat on. Ah, it's fine. It's fine. It happens. I still think it looks pretty good though. Hold on. Let me put a picture of him on screen, and I'll you know what? I'll let all you nerds judge how well he turned out. All right. I gotta. It sounds weird that I'm saving a picture for Twitter, but Twitter resizes it, and my other picture is gigantic, and it's also quicker. This is still going to be very large. Transform, fit the screen. Check it out. Look, this is the witch. So you can see his little nubbin is cut, but it doesn't look that bad. It just looks weird because we know it's normally gigantic. I don't know where it went. It's just gone now. It's just entirely gone. I might sharpen some plastic and maybe glue that there later, but it's not necessary. Also, I'm going to be running him on a horse 99% of the time. And I like the way the horse version turned out. Especially, I used a bit of bark for the slate that he's standing on, and I think it turned out pretty great. I'll put him over there. I gotta remove some of my detritus. No, I can't remove the Suzuhara Lulu Wicross card. I can't remove Lulu from there. I could put the lads right there. Something like that. The horse version. Yeah, it's because he's riding on his horse. That's the horse version. I'm not taking that back. That's 100% accurate. All right, now I'm going to do a little bit of dry brushing on the side because this is all like rusty metals. There we go. You say, would you say, rather say you're going to run? Yeah, exactly. Did you say I'm gonna mount the Witch King? Would you rather I say that? Would you rather I say that? Yeah, probably, because all of you could be like, oh, whoa, oh, whoa, because I fucking know what you nerds are like. All you nerds will, oh, whoa, and ooh, woo, and what other fucking noises you'll make. But yeah, both raiders, make yourself have a chill time, and check it out. I'm doing, the nice thing about metals is you can just dry brush on a metallic color to metals, and it looks pretty good, and it kind of auto shades. Zing. There we go. There we go. We got a zinger. There we go. And yeah, I'm probably just going to give this a lot of just like generic. It's also just like a terrain piece. Like it'll look nice, but I'm also just not going to be like super given a fuck. I usually use terrain as like Green Princess. Oh no, you're doing the Green Princess bit too. I see how it is. I see. For people who don't know, we had a long time ago. We had a guy come in who only spoke Arabic, and he said I was the most beautiful woman he's ever seen. And that guy's never appeared again. So I don't know if it was like a one-off thing or if it was trolling or what. But no, I don't say more. What's your prayer? But you're fine. You're allowed to say like legitimately. If anyone says anything I don't like, I'll be like, yo, don't do that. And if they push farther, I ban them. Like it's pretty straightforward. Very straightforward. I mean, the thing is though, just make your own terrain. Making your own terrain is super fun, and I'm sure people have made Drukhari inspired terrain out there that you could totally just jack some ideas from. It's fun. I strongly recommend making your own terrain. Instead of that sounds like a lot, and I'm not even going to comment on that. Yeah, just all you have to do is just find some like medieval torture terrain and just put some extra spikes on it, you know. Just find some horrible shit. Just find someone or probably what you could do is just find like a meat chair. Just find a chair made of meat and be like, hey, look, dark out like Drukhari terrain. Wow. So make Hansa get to, oh yeah, or like I have like the old Games Workshop booth where it's like turn your oatmeal box into a wizard tower. I'm gonna tell you, I've been eating a lot of overnight oats lately. I have a lot of oatmeal little tubes. I could totally turn those into a wizard tower. I just might one of these days. I just might. And so that sounds like a fun project, because basically what you do is you use cardstock to glue on some bricks, and then you take those bricks and you just you put a couple on the side, and then you do a lot of dry brushing. Oh yeah, eat popsicles, build boat. Legitimately, terrain is the best way to recycle. If you're a war gamer and you're like, I should recycle more, just make terrain. Just make terrain. You will recycle so much and so little. Mother Nature will love you. Your board will love you. If you play with anybody locally, they'll love you, because instead of having like this cup is a hill, or like those like really sad kind of like we have nothing but cardboard L-shaped terrain. If you roll up with a bunch of handmade terrain, people will be like, fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go. It's really good. It's really nice. Trees with dudes in them. Exactly, exactly. You could actually probably some bestie. I feel like Bestiarum also probably has some terrain out there that would look good for that. Just because they do a lot of kind of like berserk-esque horror kind of elements with it. They don't really do sci-fi, but I feel like they got some torture terrain somewhere you could probably jack. All right, how do I get into these deeper recesses? I forget if I forget if this was printed. No, this is not one piece. I think this is like two pieces that I had the. Yeah, I see. Can see the glue is like right there. Bestiarum. So true. So true. Umphiarum. God damn it. Want to be friends with that guy? Nah, I mean, I don't know. I like the sculpts a lot. I like the sculpts a lot. I'm not gonna lie. If we're talking about like people that I have like reasonable acquaintances in the miniature world, it's mostly from the turnip side, if anything. Not anything like super wild, but I did the thing I said where I would try to join more discords of games I like, and I joined the turnip one, and it's actually been it's been a very lovely place. Everyone there is really nice, and everybody's posting pictures of models and giving tips and showing off stuff. It's very cool. If you would like to join my Discord, which is also cool, you should totally do that. But you can also join the Turnip Discord. Also, this we're going to be doing for movie night this Thursday. Deathstalker 4. I am worried. I am worried because Deathstalker 3 was bad, like real bad. So I'm like, how is 4 going to be? And you don't have to do much in the Hellcore. Just do what you want to do in there. There's no like mandatory posting limit. I think it's called like just technically Deathstalker 4, like Wrath of the Giants or something like that. Something like that, yeah. All right. So that's looking pretty good. I gotta do a lot more work with it, but this will have to do for now, because alas, it be my bedtime. Gotta, or at least I gotta start getting ready to sleep. Whether I sleep now is likely not gonna happen, but I gotta start doing it. Before the movie this year. I'm not surprised. Also, so everybody in YouTube land, bye-bye YouTube landers. Bye-bye YouTube landers. We're moving over to